And hello. Can y'all hear me? I think we should be live right now. Let me double check on my phone real quick. Today, we are going to be doing round 16 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, season number 3. As we do have some playoff standing stuff to inform you about, because the information we gave out in the previous round was slightly inaccurate. But first, let me press that share link real quick. Let me get that over to the Discord server real quick. While we're waiting for the Discord, all of that, just a little self-promo. We are 2 subscribers away from our subscription goal for this season. We are currently at 448, trying to reach 450 by the end of Season 3. Season 3 will be ending this week, by the way. Today, we're doing round 16. Tomorrow, we're going to finish the regular season with round 17. And on Thursday, we are going to be doing the playoffs. Alright, let me ping that Discord server real quick, live now. Round 16 of Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League, Season 3. Alright, we're pinging them right now. While we wait for people to come in and join in all that, the playoff standing update. So, we previously informed you that Ottawa, the Chaos Corp, and the 456 Squadron were still alive in the playoff standings. However, there are a bunch of 7-7 teams, including the number 8 seed, and the thing is, the Time Zone Squad, who is 7-7, and Your Worst Nightmare, they are also 7-7. They are going to face each other in this round later on, which means that at least one team of those teams will get 8 wins, and the number 8 seed will have at least 8 wins, which means that Ottawa, the Chaos Corp, 456 Squadron, they are eliminated from the playoffs, unfortunately. So 5 teams have been eliminated from the playoff race so far. There is still seeds number 9 through 14 yet to be eliminated. We will get better information on what that looks like at the end of this round. However, we do have some good news. For the first time in franchise history, the Swarm will be headed to the playoffs. So we will see Cicada King Swarm Squad, who's actually going to be in this first round. We're going to see them in the playoffs. We also have the Novas. The Novas are back in the playoffs for the first time since season number 1. So we will also see Panger's roster in there, as they currently have one of the best leadoffs of the season in Cicadas, Zelda, Diabels. In fact, the best leadoff race. It's starting to become a 2-man race between Ditto and Diabels with only 2 rounds remaining. Each of them have 16 KOs in the leadoff and are 10-4 and such. So that's going to be a very exciting thing to keep an eye on. As for live and active playoff scenarios, No Custody, who's also going to be in this first match. No Custody can clinch a playoff slot if they defeat the Swarm right here, right now. And speaking of that schedule, let's actually talk about the schedule. So, to begin things, we will have No Custody at the Swarm, followed by Very Dodge's team at Red plus Blue. So that's going to be 9-5 No Custody at 10-4 the Swarm, 8-6 Very Dodge's team at 7-7 Red plus Blue. That matchup between the Time Zone Squad and Your Worst Nightmare, that's going to be match number 3, so 7-7 versus 7-7. Then we're going to have our first intermission. Speaking of which, we are done with the round robin pools of Giant Intermission. We were going to start the final bracket, but I forgot to do the wildcard seeding and to seed the bracket, which means instead of doing Giant Intermission today, you're just going to see some of my Amiibo facing off against each other, and we're going to cut the intermissions down from 3 to 2 for today's stream specifically. Alright, after the first intermission, we'll have another 3 matches. We will have 5-9 the 456 Squadron at 7-7 the Ceiling Fans, followed by 8-5 the Ditto Burritos at 7-7 the 8-Bit Bots. The 8-Bit Bots, they snuck up into that number 8 playoff spot on their bye in the previous round as the expansion franchise. Could they possibly make it to the dance in their very first season? We've been seeing a bunch of struggles from some other expansion teams, but them and Red plus Blue, they could have some promise. Speaking of which, we mentioned them earlier, Red plus Blue, they currently occupy the number 7 seed with that 8-6 record. We'll talk a little more on the playoff standings after we finish the schedule. The final game before the second intermission is going to be 4-10 Detroit at Edmonton, who is currently 7-7. Detroit, they are eliminated. They won't be able to do title defense in the North Division, as the North Division will belong to somebody else this season. Whether it's going to be Toronto or Edmonton, we're going to figure that out. Edmonton is currently 7-7 right now. They are trying to make it to the playoffs for the very first time in franchise history. We'll see if that can be done, as Edmonton currently sits just barely out of the playoffs at the number 9 seed. Then, intermission number 2 will happen. When we come back from intermission 2, we will have Battle of Canada Part 5. That's going to be Toronto at Ottawa, as 8-6 Toronto trying to make it back to the playoffs after a Season 2 run. They can clinch a winning record with a win here. Ottawa, they are eliminated, but we have been seeing a surge from this team. That could possibly be some shining moments that we see next season for Ottawa if they rejoin. Alright, game number 8. We will see the Chaos Corp, who is 6-9, against a struggling Dynamic Divorce team, barely hovering at 500 with a 7-7 record. And to close out the night, 10-4 Novas against a 7-7 Starbreakers. Alright. If you are currently in a playoff slot right now, if you win out, you will be good. You will be in the playoffs. None of those 8-6 teams play each other in this round, so Fairy Dogs' team, Toronto, Red plus Blue, they don't play each other, I believe. Actually, no, I lied. Red plus Blue is actually 8-6 in this standings. My apologies. Let me fix that on my whiteboard real quick. Yes, Red plus Blue is actually 8-6, not 7-7. Whoopsies. Red plus Blue, if you're watching this, we apologize. We actually marked with 7-7. Let's see. Fairy Dogs team, Toronto, the Ditto Burritos. Oh wait, no, Denver is 8-6, not 8-5. Okay. Alright. With all that yapping being said, I think enough people should have been able to join the stream right now. Let me put this marker back. Alright. Game number 1 of round 16. We have no custody at the Swarm, as no custody. If they win this game here, they will be making it to the playoffs. They can clinch one of the 6 remaining seeds with a win here over the Swarm. As for the Swarm, they and the Novas are competing head-to-head to try to get that number 1 seed. There are no buys in the Season 3 playoffs, so you're just trying to get home field advantage, which means that Game 1, Game 3 of the playoffs, you would host those. No custody, which their roster order is going to be the same order we've seen with Snaketails, Glue Stink, Starslot, Fipsh, and Bajista, as Snaketails has won the last 5 leadoffs in a row for this team. As for their opponent, Mr. Ninja, Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, and I Don't Love You, as C-Sharp's Ganondorf is tied with the old record of 23 KOs, and he is one behind the current MVP leader, Pancakes. Pancakes broke the record a few rounds ago, has 24 KOs, as we will see if that MVP race comes down to Vin Diesel or Pancakes. As Mr. Ninja, Vin Diesel, Baba Booey, Sidon, and I Don't Love You is the Swarm's roster. Let's begin. No custody at the Swarm. No custody can clinch a playoff spot if they win this game here. They can also make it into the big dance if they win in the next round. Snaketails, Mr. Ninja, they will be your leadoffs, as Snaketails, 7-4, 10 KOs in the leadoff. Mr. Ninja, 8-4, 9 KOs in the leadoff. So we've been seeing some similar stats as Duke Fizzle's Mii Sword Fighter starting to get his groove again. It's 0-41 as this Pyra. It's going to be the dash attack from the Mii Sword Fighter though. We see jab, jab, jab. Mr. Ninja off stage right now. Snaketails is going to stay on there as neutral special. That's going to miss. 23-57. That side B is going to catch Mr. Ninja, so it's going to be 23-74. That's a down smash. Mr. Ninja off stage. He will be able to come back on though. 33-87. That's going to be the Charcoms getting deflected by Pyramith with a side special. 42-87, we see down smash, Mr. Ninja. It's been the leg, not the sword, actually hitting this Mii Sword Fighter, as we see 42-107. Mr. Ninja is back on the stage again. Down tilt, followed by up smash. No, gets interrupted by down air. Down tilt for the Mii Sword Fighter now, as Snaketails will come back on the stage. That's a down smash out of parry from Mr. Ninja, as now it is 77-115. And up smash will not get rid of Pyra quite yet. Mithra will come out manually though. It's going to be 90-115, as we see Pyra coming back out. 99-125, as side B, Dupe is going to shield it. We're going to see a down smash, and Snaketails, that is her 6th leadoff win in a row, as now Vin Diesel, he can tie the MVP race here if he can get this KO against Snaketails. Already taking 39%. We're going to see the neutral air missing. That's another missed neutral air, and we see Doria. That is KO number 24 from Vin Diesel, as he is the 2nd Amiibo to pass the old record. Glue Stink, Net Easy's Ganondorf coming out right now, as we have Ganondorf versus Ganondorf. Down throw, up air, Vin Diesel off stage. He should be able to come back onto the stage. He might. Yes, he will. Nope. Down tilt, he's still trying to come back on. Up tilt, Glue Stink will get that KO. Vin Diesel will only have 24. He can possibly make the 25 KO club if he gets a KO in the final game for the Swarm. It's going to be 39-0 right now. 4 versus 3 is no custody. They currently lead this game. 49-36, Baba Booey off stage, got hit by the up air. Should be able to come back on, but down tilt as Baba Booey went high. 49-65, we're going to see Ganondorf. That's going to be a forward throw. 49-84 as Baba Booey coming back on. It's going to be no damage yet. Forward tilt in the other direction. It's 49-98 as Glue has a chance to get his second KO of this game. Going to be 49-112. Baba Booey. We see Ganondorf out of parry. That's a back throw. Not able to KO the Olimar quite yet as Baba Booey has not been able to pluck any Pikmin. And up tilt in the other direction. Try to go in for that. Does not land it. Maybe one of these days we'll see Glue getting it. But now it's 92-130 as Olimar finally has his Pikmin available. It's going to be white, purple, red as it's 103-139. Still a 4 versus 3 scenario with no custody in the lead. And that is going to be a 4 versus 2 now as Glue gets his second KO of the game. And Sidon immediate revenge KO. But Star Slot with no custody, still in the lead 3-2. It's going to be 23-18 in terms of damage. Down tilt, side B is going to miss from the link as forward smashes try to collide with each other. Star Slot already taking 66 though as Sidon. He got that KO on Glue He's at 51 now. It's going to be 76-95 as that down smash hits, and up smash. That is 2 KOs from Luckman's Link Sidon. So now we have Link versus Link between Fipsh and Sidon. So Crunchy against Luckman, as we're going to see. That was a neutral air attempt from Fipsh. Does not land. It's 17-89. That's going to be a huge forward smash right there. Fipsh off stage right now at 42. He will be able to come back on, but it's going to be, we see up smash. Fipsh at 62 now. It's going to be 62-89 as Sidon does forward smashes colliding. We're going to see down smash out of parry. Down tilt, off special from Fipsh. That's going to put Sidon at 118 as he is trying to come back on. Goes low to avoid that Fipsh forward air. Forward smash sending Fipsh at 77. We're going to see that one get shielded. Down tilt, out of down tilt, down tilt, up special, and Sidon will survive the up special. 77-145 right now between these two as Sidon getting that damage onto Fipsh. It's 84-145, 91-145. We're going to see Link. We're going to see a forward tilt, and that is 3 KOs from Luckman's Link. Sidon is now Bajista for no custody, has a 1 versus 2 scenario. Up smash that's going to get rid of the Links now. 17-0 between Bajista and I Don't Love You as no custody. They can clinch a playoff spot in this round if they can defeat the Swarm. 37-29, 37-33 as we see the King Dedede down throw, up air. It's 73-33 right now. The dash attack had missed from this King Dedede. It's going to be 85-33 though. But forward smash gets interrupted by the down tilt, so Bajista still alive. 85-54. Down tilt, where we're going to see next, we're going to see a forward smash get interrupted by down tilt, and that Gordo, it's going to miss. That one's also going to miss Bajista too. Out of parry, we see King Dedede, down throw, up air, it's going to hit, and it will KO. So the Swarm, they're going to win this 5-4. No custody can still clinch a playoff spot if they win in their next match, by the way, but no custody. They're going to fall down to 9-6 with 1 round remaining for both of these teams. As for the Swarm, this victory right here is going to put some pressure on the Novas, who are going to be playing the last match of the night, because if we see a loss from the Novas against the Starbreakers, that could give the Swarm an advantage in that #1 seed race, because the Swarm, they are currently +8, going to be +9 now in differential. The Novas are currently +13. The Novas have that differential advantage. Alright, so Snaketails got that leadoff win. Glue with 2 KOs. Bajista got a KO as well against Sidon, but Sidon erupted with 3 KOs in this game. Luckman's Link Amiibo. This was part of a 4 versus 2 comeback as the Swarm, they are now going to be 11-4. Alright, let's get that screenshot. I'm going to get a sip of water, and we're going to head to your second game. Alright, game number 2. We're going to have 2 8 and 6 teams playing off against each other, as we're going to see Veridox's team at Red plus Blue. So, what I'm about to say is completely unrelated, but because of the way this format works, this round is going to be the final round for the Chaos Corp. It's also going to be the last division games for the East Division, which are going to be those last matches of the night. But right now, we are still having, this is going to be what division is it? The South Division against the Independents as Team Instinct. They are on bye this round. Alright, so Veridox's team, they're going to be coming up first. Frostbite's Mii Brawler is going to be the #1 slot again for this team. Bubble Base is currently 6-6 as a leadoff, with 6 KOs as such, as this Mii Brawler starting to get a few wins here and there in this later part of the season. Veridox's team, by the way, they're trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time in playoff history. Yes, they missed the playoffs in Season 1. They were the 2nd or 3rd worst team, but with a 6-10 record, still not bad, as the talent level was close to the middle back in the first 2 seasons. NetEase's Olimar Uproot going to be the #2 Amiibo. As for Very Dog's team in Season 2, they barely missed out on the playoffs, I believe. They were the number 8 or 9 seed. Them and the Starbreakers just barely missing out. Where is Uproot? Oh, here's Uproot. I was literally on the Uproot selection. Alright, slot number 3, we're gonna see for Very Dog's team, Crunchy's Dr. Mario Sauce Alger, who in this later half of the season, he has started to re-emerge back into his Season 2 form. Then, slot 4, it's going to be one of the Amiibo acquired in the Valorex trade. It's going to be Crunchy's Hero Carl Magnus. Alright, and finally, the 5th Amiibo for this team, it's going to be Penger's Ganondorf Starless. So let's find Starless real quick. My voice feels a little bit off in this game, but I need to get this done. So, where is Penger? Where is Ganondorf? Here is Starless. Let me get a little more water. I should probably use these intermissions for story time. I don't know. Alright. Red plus blue. Also 8 and 6 right now. We are going to see Mario Dudes, Olimar, Fred as that leadoff once again. 3 and 3 as a leadoff, but with 5 KOs as such. This Olimar, he has lost his last 2 leadoffs in a row, however, as that's got him back to the 500 level. Let's find Fred real quick, as he has been getting a little bit better this part of the season when he took over as a leadoff. So has Lego Batman when he got demoted. Alright, now the current team leader in KOs for Red plus Blue is going to be Penger's Meta Knight Lore. So let's find Lore real quick. Where is he? Where is he? Here he is. Lore currently has, let's check that spreadsheet real quick. I believe he has 14 or 15 KOs for the team. He currently has 15 KOs for the team as he leads Duke Physical Pokemon Trainer Dumas. That's going to be the number 4 slot, but first let's bring in Lego Batman. Ditto, Byleth, Lego Batman. Lego Batman currently has 12 KOs this season alongside Fred. Lore leads the team with 15, and Dumas currently has 14 as Duke Fizzle's Pokemon Trainer. Can he join the 15 KO club in this round? He has 2 rounds to get 1 KO, as we're going to find him real quick. Nope, that's a King Deity. Here is the Pokemon Trainer Dumas. Here he is, loading. Alright, and your number 5 slot, that's going to be Cicada's Ganondorf Hassan. So let's find him real quick. Where is he? Here he is. Hassan only has, I believe, 9 KOs this season. He can get his 10th if he can get the game winner or even just a KO against one of the other Amiibo. We'll see what the current status of the game is when we get late in there. I'm going to get a sip of water, we'll reintroduce the teams, and then we'll begin the second match. Alright, Bubble Base, Uproot, Sauce Alger, Carl Magnus, and Starless are going to be your team for Very Dog's team. They will be facing off against Red plus Blue as Fred, Lore, Lego Batman, Dumas, and Hassan. Since both teams are 8 and 6, the winner of this match right here will be guaranteed a winning record. Very Dog's team, they have never had a winning season, as their best record yet was a 8 and 8 campaign in Season 2. Red plus Blue, they are one of the 2 expansion teams still in the mix for a playoff slot. As can they work out with a winning record in their very first season? Let's begin. Bubble Base currently 6 and 6. Olimar currently 3 and 3 as leadoffs. Both of them have 6 KOs and 5 KOs respectively as leadoffs, as we will begin this match on the Omega form of Northern Cave.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, we're going to see the first damage being dealt from Fred, but forward smash ball by side B, and Fred already at 48 right now as he is trying to avoid losing his 3 leadoffs in a row. It's going to be 5 to 61. We're going to see the forward up throw. 5 to 77 right now as we're going to see that forward smash, followed by, nope, a missed forward smash. Back throw from the Mii Brawler, 32 to 88. We see another back throw. Fred is off stage. He's going to throw that red Pikmin and come back onto the stage as he only has a red, a white, and now a purple. Fred, down air. That's going to get rid of Bubble Base. So Fred, he will snap that 2-game skid. He will get that leadoff win as he is now going to be 4 and 3 as a leadoff. As now we have Olimar versus Olimar. Uproot versus Fred. Uproot will get that KO right there. That's going to be KO number 17, I believe, for this Olimar Amiibo. It's going to be Lore coming out right now as he's trying to reach his 16th KO of the season. 28 to 11, 4 Amiibo each between these two right now. It's going to be 28, 24. Forward air on the way back. Uproot at 36 now. He has a red, a yellow, and a purple Pikmin right now. So we're going to see just neutral air that gets rid of red Pikmin and the yellow Pikmin. He only has a purple Pikmin right now. It's going to be Down throw, followed by side B is going to miss, so it's 67 to 42 right now between these two Amiibo, and that's going to be forward air. Lure should be able to come back on still as, oh no, Uproot was going to self-destruct right there, but Lure saved him. 82 to 77 right now as we see 85, 77. Lure trying to do some offstage stuff, but not quite enough yet. It's 94 to 77 as Purple Pikmin. We see the fourth throw now. It's going to be forward air. That will get rid of Uproot as Lure gets KO number 16 of the season. So now Sauce, Aldra, Crunchy's Dr. Mario, who led Veridogs' team in KOs last season, he has reemerged as one of the KO leaders for his team. That's going to be forward smash right there. It's 3 versus 3 as now Lego Batman coming out for Red plus Blue. We're going to see side B, into down tilt, followed by back air from the Dr. Mario now. It's going to be forward smash. It's 37 to 50 right now as we see Pill, but that Pill missed. Violet got away with that forward smash. It's 59 to 50 right now as we're going to see the up smash. Nope, Dr. Mario tried going for that stomp, but it's going to miss. 62 to 66 right now between Sauce, Aldra, and Lego Batman. We're going to see the back air, followed by, it's going to be forward tilt. Lego Batman is currently at 99 right now. Sauce, Aldra at 65. We're going to see a forward tilt, but we see up tilt from the Violet, followed by neutral air is missing, back air, Sauce, Aldra. I think he's going to be a little too far. He is going to be too far. So Lego Batman will get this KO as it has been back and forth so far in this game. Carl Magnus, he needs to get this KO on Lego Batman in order to catch up for Veridogs' team. It's going to be 54 to 109 right now. Off special, followed by already at 73, Carl Magnus. We're going to see Lego Batman putting 74 already. It's going to be a back throw, no, forward throw into up air. Carl Magnus has not landed any hits on the Lego Batman so far. As we see up smash, that, I don't know if that was 0 to death or not, but Starless has a 1 versus 3 scenario for Veridogs' team. If not, Red plus Blue will clinch a winning season in their very first season in history. It's going to be 10 to 138 right now as Starless. We're going to see just a down special. That's going to miss. So Lego Batman, he will let him come back onto the stage, but not with a big forward smash. We're going to see a side special into, that's going to be a missed attack. Up smash will get rid of Lego Batman. Here comes Dumas trying to get his 15th KO of the season. It's going to be 60 to 69 right now as Charizard still not out quite yet. 60 to 72, 62 to 96. Charizard will come out now as Starless. That's going to be 119 for the Charizard right now. Squirtle's going to come out. It's 68 to 119 right now. It's back throws. Dumas off stage right now. Can the Gandalf make this a last stock scenario? It's going to be 68 to 154. Squirtle will be KO'd by the up special. Hassan is going to come out right now. It's 99 to 0 right now. It's Hassan. He is trying to get his 10th KO of the season. It's 99 to 41. Hassan already at 59. We're going to see an up special again, and that is going to get teched. 99, but Hassan, he's going to save the day for Red plus Blue. Red plus Blue. Hassan gets his 10th KO. Red plus Blue is going to win this fight to 4, and Red plus Blue in their very first season will walk out with a winning record. They are now 9-6 in the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. So this was going to be some beautiful back and forth action, but then Lego Batman gets 2 KOs. Starless tried to bring it back with 2, but Hassan with the game winner. As I predicted, Hassan, he gets his 10th KO of the season. Lego Batman is going to be at 14 as Lego Batman. She is now 1 KO away from joining the 15 KO club. So Lego Batman, Dumas, they are 1 KO each away from getting to the 15 KO club. We will see whether or not that does happen in their final match. Red plus Blue. Red plus Blue is going to host. They're going to go on the road to the Starbreakers in the final match of the regular season, by the way. Alright, let's get this screenshot. I'm going to get some water real quick, and we're going to head to your third game. After this third game, we will have our first intermission. But we are going to see, it's going to be the Time Zone Squad at your worst nightmare. This game right here, this is the reason why Ottawa, the 456 Squadron, and the Chaos Corp are eliminated from playoff contention. I'm going to load the Amiibo, but first I need some more water. Okay, let's mark a 5-4 victory for Red plus Blue real quick over Veridogs' team. Veridogs' team is going to fall down to 8-7, by the way. But their differentials, let's see. Red Blue, that's going to put them at +3. Veridogs, that's going to be +3 as well. Now, one team with a negative differential, it's going to be this team right here, the Time Zone Squad. They are 7-7 with a -1 differential. They are currently the worst team still alive in the playoff race. They lost the tiebreaker to Starbreakers because of head-to-head as 1EM's Mii Brawler Nokotan going to make the leadoff debut. So this will be Nokotan's first time being a leadoff for any team. Alright. Slot number 2, the current MVP favorite, Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes. Vin Diesel managed to tie things up, but Vin Diesel only got 1 KO as Pancakes. He can create the 25 KO club with a KO here for the Time Zone Squad. Luckman's Ganondorf Trident, we're going to see him right now. By the way, Nokotan is the 10th different leadoff the Time Zone Squad uses in franchise history. We took a little look at that. It's gone all the way from Trident to Mordes to a whole bunch of others, all the way to Nokotan, as leadoff has been a struggle for the Time Zone Squad ever since Season 2, because, okay, quick little history lesson. Trident was the leadoff for the first few rounds for the Time Zone Squad, but Trident struggled, so that's when they brought in the Mii Sword Fighter, kind of to emulate the success of Ditto. It worked out pretty well for the Time Zone Squad. Mordes was the leadoff for the rest of the season. This was before leadoffs were officially documented, but I did see just clearly that Ganondorf struggling. He started to thrive once he took the number 3 slot behind Nezuko, though. Amalgamate's Meta Knight is going to be the number 4 slot, as the Meta Knight, acquired in the trade from Your Worst Nightmare, is going to make their Time Zone Squad debut. Did not play any game for Your Worst Nightmare, by the way. Has played 2 games for the Starbreakers earlier in the season, and this is his 3rd team this season. NetEasy's hero is going to close out this roster, by the way. Alright, so let's find... No, not Stargazer. We need a Pump Patch. Alright. Alright, as for their opponent, Your Worst Nightmare. Your Worst Nightmare is also a 7-7 team, as we are going to see Nightmare, 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 and Nightmare. Yes, we're doing that bit again. Alright, so first things first, we are going to see Nightmare's Amiibo, Nightmare. Alright, Nightmare is currently 1 and 2 as a leadoff. In the second slot, we are also going to see Nightmare. This is going to be Nightmare Virus. So let's find Nightmare Virus real quick, as I believe this is going to be his first, maybe second game for Your Worst Nightmare in this season. Let's see. No, actually, it's starting the first 4 games, so this is going to be the first start since round number 5. Alright, the Piranha Plant only has 1 KO so far this season. In slot 3, we are also going to see Nightmare, so let's find Nightmare real quick. Gonna be the Pyramithra. Chroma currently leads the team right now with 18 KOs. She is currently the amiibo on the thumbnail, by the way. By the way, we did that trick again using Zelda's down special with the flames. That's how we got the thumbnail being made with both the orange and the purple flames. I didn't exactly record it behind the scenes, but maybe one of these days I'll do one of those thumbnail making streams again, just to show you how the magic is made. Alright, amiibo number 4, it's going to be Nightmare once again. So let's find Nightmare. This is going to be the Steve Zerby, acquired in that trade with the Time Zone Squad. And finally, to close things off, it's going to be Nightmare, as we see Nightmare's Byleth Shion. Alright. So the Time Zone Squad at Your Worst Nightmare. This match right here is the reason why the Chaos Corp, Ottawa, and 456 are eliminated, as Nokotan will be making their leadoff debut. Just got traded 2 rounds ago from the 456 Squadron. Pancakes trying to reach his 25th KO. Spooky is going to make his first start since round 2 with the Starbreakers. Did not start for Your Worst Nightmare any games. Was released when White Cheese took over. Signed by Your Worst Nightmare, traded over here. Zerby is going to be appearing for the, was part of that trade, by the way. Pump Patch going to be that closer again. As for Your Worst Nightmare, Nightmare, Nightmare Virus, Chroma, Zerby, and Shion. We're going to do that Shaquille in a bit, but let's begin. Time Zone Squad at Your Worst Nightmare. This is Nokotan's leadoff debut against a 1 and 2 Nightmare. Both teams are 7 and 7 right now, but their differentials are -1 and +1 respectively. Actually, no, Your Worst Nightmare is +0. Alright. Nokotan in her leadoff debut gets the first damage. Nightmare already at 25, as we see 26, 31 to 25. Nightmare coming back onto the stage. We have 31 to 25. Nightmare down throw into, nope, missed the neutral air. Forward air though. It's going to be 55 to 25 right now, as we see 68 to 25. Nokotan with the down B, putting Nightmare at 45 though. It's 68 to 45, as we see jab, jab, jab. Nokotan off stage. She is going to be able to come back on though. 83 to 45, as we see jab, jab, jab again. 96 to 45, as that's going to be a Shao Ball. Nokotan will get hit by that one, and that one too, and it's going to be, that one's getting parried actually. Side B, that's going to put Nightmare at 68 right now, as we're going to see neutral air, followed by we see a neutral special. Nightmare will be KO'd, as Nokotan does get that leadoff win in her debut. So now here comes Nightmare for Your Worst Nightmare. It's going to be 110 to 21. Nightmare going to use that spike ball, and we see the Nightmare ball. It's going to be 123 to 52. Nokotan already putting 52 onto Nightmare Virus. We're going to see the down tilt into the forward air, and we could see a second KO from this Mii Brawler. It's going to be 142, and Nokotan, she will not go for down special. Instead, up throw, she will be KO, but that's massive damage onto Nightmare Virus, as now Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes could have some easy pickings here, but it's going to be 20 to 106, and that is going to be, not yet. We are not going to see KO number 25 quite yet. It's going to be 47 to 134 as we see that up air, and that is going to be KO number 25 from Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes. So he is the first Amiibo in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history to reach 25 KOs in a single regular season. It's going to be down tilt in the forward air as Pancakes off stage right now. We see side B from the Pyra. We'll be able to come back on both Amiibo. 91 to 27, and down B, that's actually going to hit. 92 to 48. That's going to be side B getting shielded. Now we see Chroma at 48, 59. No Gordo. That's going to not miss. A little wide to the right. It's going to be 92 to 70 as can Pancakes reach KO to number 26. Increase his distance away from Vin Diesel. We're going to see just the forward tilt. It's going to miss. 102 to 79. So we're going to see the down special that's going to get parried. And forward tilt out of parry from Chroma. Has 18 KOs so far this season. That Gordo, it's going to miss. It's going to get deflected, though. It's going to be down smash missing. 130 to 91 as we see that Gordo that's going to hit. And not quite yet, but the Gordo is stuck on the ledge as Mithra will get hit by that Gordo. 144 to 119 right now as we're going to see the out of parry. It's going to be the forward air. Pancakes off stage right now. 155 to 119 as he will go high. And he's going to barely get hit by the tip in of that up special. He will come back. He's going to be high, but he will survive. It's going to be out of parry. We're going to see that back throw. That won't KO Chroma quite yet as Pancakes. Can he get his 26 KO? He will! So Pancakes now has 26 KOs in this record-breaking season. Zerby is going to come out for your worst nightmares. This is a 4 versus 2 scenario for the Time Zone Squad in the lead. It's going to be 160 to 23 as the Steve. Not getting anywhere close to this King Deity. It's going to be, oh, he's caught in the minecart. He's caught in the minecart, and that down tilt is going to miss. 160 to 55. Up smash. That will get rid of Pancakes, but he has broken away in the MVP race with only one game remaining between him and the Ganondorf. C Sharp's Ganondorf and Diesel. It's got to be 0 to 68 right now as we see 13 to 68. Down smash. Zerby on the other side of the stage. It's going to be up tilt. That is going to miss from Trident. We see side B followed by, nope, no forward tilt. Zerby has no tools. No, he does get the tools back. He had no sword for a second. Actually, he does not have a sword, and he's going to get KO'd right there. So Xion has a 1 versus 3 scenario for your worst nightmare right now as the Time Zone Squad. They not only need a win, but they also need a big win to help their differential. Xion already at 69% right now. Luckman's Ganondorf Trident. We see that back throw. It's going to be 65 to 69. As can we see, we're going to see the followed by down smash. That's going to send Trident at 94 right now. We're going to see the neutral air, though, as we see down special that gets shielded. Missed up smash from Xion, though. 95 to 94 as we are going to see, let's see, forward tilt. Xion off stage, comes back on the other direction. Down special, though. Trident. This is huge for the Time Zone Squad because they are going to win this 5 to 2. But that massive, massive differential, that's going to launch the Time Zone Squad from -1 to +2 as they are going to be 8 and 7. Your worst nightmare, they're going to fall down to 7 and 8. 2 KOs from Pancakes as he has gone from 24 to 26 KOs in this record-breaking season. Trident with 2 KOs for this team. We are going to see Trident be elevated from, that's going to be KO number, we're trying to find his spreadsheet right now. That is going to be KO number 15 and 16 for Trident as Luckman's Ganondorf has joined the 15 KO club. We will not see Spooky, we will not see Pump Patch for the Time Zone Squad as this was one of 2 tough matches for this team as they're trying to make it back into the playoffs. The Time Zone Squad, by the way, they are going to face the Dynamic Divorce in their final match of the regular season. The Dynamic Divorce, they are also in this middle of the pack trying to make it in as well. Alright. A 5 to 2 victory for the Time Zone Squad. This is huge blowout for them as your worst nightmare. Let's actually look at the regular season schedule for them real quick as they're going to finish their season in the next round. They have to host Team Instinct, who's currently on that 9-game losing streak. So they might have a relatively easy win for your worst nightmare, but 8 and 8, that loss right there, that is not good for your worst nightmare because they're going to fall not only to 7 and 8, but they're going to have a -3 differential. That differential could be what costs them in the ultimate long run. Nightmare Virus, Zerby, they get 1 KO each as the all-nightmare team falls short to the Time Zone Squad. Alright, we're going to head to your intermission real quick. So, this is going to be a little bit awkward. I forgot to actually load the amiibo needed for the thing. Like, actually, see the bracket for giant intermission. So instead, we're going to have 2 of my amiibo fight each other. So let's see. Your options are Nokotan, the Madman, Big Sword, Yuri, Informer, and Rin Penrose. As I think for this first match, we're going to have Nokotan against Big Sword. Alright. This is just going to be a regular 3-stock, 7 minutes best of 3 matchup between two Amiibo. Alright, kind of the exact same thing as we're currently looking at system number 3. Alright, this is going to be intermission number 1 of 2 in between games. When we come back from this intermission, we're going to have 456 at the Ceiling Fans, the Ditto Burritos at 8-Bit Bots, followed by Detroit at Edmonton. Your intermission is beginning right now. Alright, hello, welcome back. We see Nokutan with a 2-0 sweep over Big Sword as my Mii Swordfire defeats my Ganondorf in this intermission. Alright. So, let's head back to your Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Once I update these KO totals, I was updating the KO totals for No Custody and the Swarm. So let's see. So, Snaketails is 1 KO away from joining the 15 KO club, by the way. For those of you wondering, Blue Sneak's also 1 KO away. We'll see if No Custody, both of those Amiibo for No Custody can join, as those will become the 2nd and 3rd Amiibo for No Custody to join. As for the Swarm, let's look at them real quick as we saw Vin Diesel, he got his 24th KO, but he is still now going to be 2 KOs behind Pancakes because Pancakes got 2 in his game for the Time Zone squad. Luckman's Link Sidon, he's gone from 11 to 14 KOs. He is 1 KO away from joining the 15 KO club in the final round for the Swarm, by the way. And Ditto's King D, I love you. That is his 3rd game-winning KO in a row for the Swarm, as he has now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 11 game-winning KOs for this team. Alright. Let's head back to that giant intermission. Sorry, not the giant intermission, but the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Alright. Welcome back to the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be the 456 Squadron at the Ceiling Fans. So, the Time Zone squad has put the rest of the league on alert with that 5-2 victory. That's going to skyrocket the differential up to +2. So right now, if the rest of the 7-7 teams lose, the Time Zone squad would currently control the number 8 seed. So, because here's the thing. 8-Bit Bots, they are +1, they're going to play later. Edmonton, they're +1, Your Worst Nightmare's going to fall down to -3. Dynamics, of course, Ceiling Fans, they have yet to play their game, so will the Starbreakers. The Ceiling Fans are going to be playing here, as we're going to see Ceiling Fans, 8-Bit Bots, Edmonton in these next 3 games in a row. So, 456 Squadron, they are unfortunately eliminated from playoff contention as they just struggled this season, like straight up. I don't know what happened. They had most of the same starting roster, but I really do think the absence of the Hound in that early part of the season just killed things a bunch, even if this Isabel did struggle with the Chaos Corp earlier in the season as well. But the Hound, she is back with the 456 Squadron as we have the Hound, Cyber Sands, Grim Knight, Valerios, and Mediafire for the 456 Squadron. Let's see. Mediafire leads his team with 16 KOs, and Valerios, if he can get 2 KOs in each of the last 2 games, he can join the 15 KO club. Let's see. Grim Knight has 7 KOs this season. Cyber Sands at 8 right now is double digits. Those will be some nice numbers for those Amiibo. As for their opponent, the Ceiling Fans, 7-7, 0 differential as well. They have 2 Amiibo in the 15 KO club with Doom at 16 and Stargazer at 15 as a King Deity. He has been racking up more KOs ever since being elevated from the number 4 to the number 3 slot for this team. Alright. The Ceiling Fans, however, they have lost their last 2 games in a row as they have gone from 7-5 to 7-7. Let's see if they can bounce back with a win here against the 456 Squadron. By the way, the Ceiling Fans, they really need this win because they faced the Ditto Burritos in the final round of the regular season. But the Hound, Bloom, they're going to be your leadoffs. The Hound is 3-5 as a leadoff with 3 KOs. The Bloom is 6-8 with 7 KOs. Alright. Home game for the Ceiling Fans, living room battlefield form, as we're going to see 0 to 16 right now. It's going to be a 4 tilt. Bloom off stage and the Hound tried going for that down air. I don't think that would have KO'd even if it had landed. It's going to be 18 to 25 as Spike Ball, putting the Hound at 35, forward throw. The Hound is at 51% right now as Bloom tried to go for that down air. Going to just off special that Hound into 62 now. It's going to be 62 to 42. We see the dash attack, forward air, making this 62 to 57 right now. It's going to be forward air again, 62 to 58 as we're going to see both Amiibo off stage. They will both come on safely, but up smash, that was a huge up smash right there with the Hound at 82% right now. Forward tilt, they're going to get parried as we see forward tilt, followed by up air. The Hound at 109 right now. Isabel pocketed the Spike Ball. She pocketed that Spike Ball. That would have been able to KO her, but no, she just says, that's mine now, that's mine. 123 to 91 between these two Amiibos. We see dash attack, Bloom at 103 right now. We're going to see a forward tilt, but no, it's going to be up throw, and the Hound will survive the up throw at 143. It's going to be up tilt from the Hound, followed by up air. Bloom is still alive, and that up air still alive for Bloom, and we're going to see just forward tilt, and Bloom. Off stage, it's 163 to 144 as either Amiibo, if they get the right hit, they can get that KO. We're going to see 170 to 144 now. It's going to be a back throw. Up throw, the Bloom will get this KO over the Hound. As now Cyber Sands coming out for the 456 Squadron. It's going to be 12 to 144. We're going to see that forward air, followed by down smash missing. Gonna be 30, 47. Cyber Sands already taking some massive damage. Gonna be down smash though as Bloom coming back on stage at 159. Down smash again. Bloom will survive because it's the other direction. 47 to 176, and we're going to see Cyber Sands. Up smash, that will get rid of Bloom. So now, very dodges Dr. Mario. Doom. He is trying to get his 17 KO. He has 16 so far. It's going to be 67 to 25 right now, as we're going to see Doom come back on stage. Up smash, he's at 40% now as Cyber Sands starting to slowly close his gap. Down special, that puts Doom at 65 now. There's a 2% difference between these two teams, and we're going to see Doom come back onto the stage. This Dr. Mario, inconsistency has been an issue for him. He can be hot, he can be cold, and we're going to see him come back onto the stage. But this down smash, he is going to be too far. So Cyber Sands has 2 KOs for the 456 Squadron, as that is going to be KO number 8 and KO number 9 for this Mii Sword Fighter. No, that's going to be KO number 9 and KO number 10. So Cyber Sands has 10 KOs for this season. It's going to be 91 to 28 as House MD coming out for the Stealing fans right now. It's going to be down throw into up air. 91 to 53 as we're going to see House back onto the stage. It's going to be up smash though as House at 66% already. It's going to be up smash again. 91 to 77 as can Cyber Sands maybe get a 3 kill performance. He does get hit by the down smash. It's going to be 110 to 77. He comes back on. House missed a down special, so that's a perfect opportunity for Cyber Sands to hit a down special of his own. House back on stage, jab into up smash. House will survive that right now, but Cyber Sands, is he really going to get his 3rd KO? Down special. House off stage again to the left. The consistent starter for this team. He will be KO'd in Cyber Sands. Obsesses. Mii Sword Fighter has 3 KOs in this game. It's going to be 129 to 12 as Stardazer. This is a 4 versus 2 scenario with the 456 Squadron in the lead. Despite their losing record, they have been on a recent surge in the last couple of games. In fact, let's look at that schedule real quick as a 456 Squadron. They have been 5-3 in their last 8 games. It's going to be 178 to 39 right now. We see that Gordo is going to miss as Stardazer already taking 75% right now. There's no way we see it. There's no way we see it. No. No. No! That is going to be a record breaker right there. That is a 4 KO performance from Cyber Sands right here, as Cyber Sands is the 4th Amiibo to get a 4 KO performance this season. He will be KO'd by Gazan, but the record has been broken. In the last 2 seasons, it has only been 3 get performances with 4 KOs, and now we see the 4th of this season. As now Gazan, it's a 1 versus 4 scenario for Anticraft Violet in this game. We're gonna see the down smash though, 86 to 31 right now as we see the up throw from Grim Knight, followed by forward air. And do we see up smash? We're gonna see it get shielded. We're gonna see the back throw though. Nope, down throw into up smash. Up smash will miss. Dorian misses, so Gazan gonna go off stage, but no! A big blowout win for the 456 Squadron, another 5-2 victory. The 456 Squadron, they are going to go to a 6-9 record now, as they are now 6-3 in their last 9 games after starting this season 0-6. We are starting to see them emerge to their late season form from the previous season, but it is too little, too late. That 0-6 start is going to kill this franchise, unfortunately, as they will not be making it to the postseason, but still a massive, massive win as a 456 Squadron starting to get their groove back together. Maybe we see this type of promising season happening in the 4th season. But this is panic territory for the Stealing fans, as Cyber Sands, he becomes the 4th Amiibo this season to get a 4 KO performance. This is going to break the record right here, because Season 1, we only saw 3 4 KO performances. Season 2, we only saw 3 of those, but Cyber Sands, as this season, we saw Pancakes coming at ya, Diabells, and now Cyber Sands this season with 4 KO performances. Valerios, Media Fire, they get the rest in this game as Cyber Sands. He is going to have 12 KOs this season. Let's see if we take a look at the Mii Sword Fighter. He has had, let's see. This is really funny to look at, because, let's see, ever since being added to the roster, he's been 1-2-0, 1-1-0, 1-0-2. This 4 KO performance just came out of nowhere for Obsessive's Mii Sword Fighter. Cyber Sands? Do we put Cyber Sands on the thumbnail for the final stream? Because, unless someone else gets a 4 KO performance, because this is just funny. Alright, did I get that screenshot real quick? Let's double check that real quick, as we're just going to break the mood real quick. Okay, we got that screenshot. I need a sip of water, so I'm going to head to the 4th game still. Sorry, get the 5th game. But I'm going to run and get some water real quick, as we're going to have the Ditto Burritos at the 8-bit box when I come back in 1 minute. Yeah, oh wait, my microphone. I need to turn that off real quick. Okay, I'm back. I seriously need water. I was gonna get some during the intermission, but it was a 2-0 sweep from Nokotan, so I couldn't exactly get that. Alright. So, that loss right there could possibly be fatal to the Ceiling fans. A 5-2 loss. So them alongside your worst nightmare, they're both gonna fall to 7 and 8 with -3 differentials. So let's see. This does benefit the teams that currently exist too, as the 8-bit bots. They currently control the number 8 seed right now. We're going to see them in this match, but first, the Ditto Burritos. We have a new starting lineup for the Ditto Burritos in this round. Your 1-2 are still going to be the exact same, as we're going to see Crunchy's Me Sword Fighter Ditto trying to race with Diabells for the best leadoff this season. 10 and 4 is a leadoff with 16 KOs as such. So let's find the Me Sword Fighter real quick. Here comes Ditto. By the way, I believe this is a career year for Ditto, his best season so far, as NetEasy's King Deity Tilted, still doing his regular things. So when the year ends, like the actual year 2025, we'll probably be done with like season 4 and or season 5. Maybe we'll be like near the end of season 5, but I think after the 5th season ends, I might consider making a Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League Hall of Fame. I definitely think Tilted is going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, as he leads the league all time in KOs with 59. He also has the most KOs in a single season at 31. That could be threatened by Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes, who has 26. If the Time Zone Squad can make it to the playoffs, that's going to be a huge if, but that if gets a little bit smaller though. Mario Dude's Lake Layla has been elevated from the 5 slot to the 3 slot for this team, as alright. For the first time this season, we are going to see the debut of John Pickman, 1EM's Olimar Amiibo, who was drafted in, I don't remember which round, but he was drafted in Season 3 by the Ditto Burritos. So John Pickman making his debut for the Ditto Burritos. Finally, Rep Jam's Hero Freak is going to be brought back into the starting lineup. He is going to be the number 5 slot instead of his native number 3. So let's bring him in real quick as we're trying to find Rep. Here is his hero. He is loading. Oh yeah, I actually need to do this part real quick. But Rap is going to make his first game since, I believe, round number... When did he get benched? It was round number 7. He has not made an appearance since round 7 since getting benched. He struggled early on in the season, only getting 3 KOs in the first 6 games. But John Pickman will be making his debut for the Ditto Burritos. As for their opponent, the 8-bit bots. In their bye round, they made it into the playoff spot number 8 during their bye in the last round. We're going to see NetEasy Samus, who has been starting to surge again as a leadoff. So let's find NetEasy, the Samus. Where is she? Oh, here she is, Purplims. NetEasy Samus has currently won her last 3 leadoffs in a row, 5 of her last 6. She won her first 3 leadoffs in a row, lost 5 in a row, then has just gone 5-1 in the last 6. So the Samus starting to get a little bit hotter. The current KO leader for this team. This Simon right here is the reason why the 8-bit bots hold that 8 seed instead of Edmonton, because their KO leader, Scorpion, has 17 KOs this season. Edmonton's KO leader only has 16. So that's why the 8-bit bots have this head-to-head, this tiebreaker over Edmonton for that number 8 slot. Those two teams, they do not face each other, by the way. That's why we don't have head-to-head. So KO leader, that becomes the next thing. Alright. Crunchy's Ganondorf Yobenis, going to be the number 3 slot right here. So let's find the Ganondorf real quick. Yobenis. This Ganondorf right now has 13 KOs so far this season, as he has been able to get 1 KO in the last 3 games. He's been a little bit hot and cold, but I think he's starting to get a little more warm now. Alright. PGX's Richter, gotta be the 4th Amiibo for this 8-bit bots team, so let's find the Richter real quick. He currently has, let's see. Sub-Zero currently has 9 KOs right now, as both Purplims and Sub-Zero, they're trying to get their 10th KOs of the regular season respectively. We'll see if that can happen for this team. Finally, Joe's Sephiroth, he's going to be the last Amiibo for this 8-bit bots roster. He has been able to consistently close out a bunch of games so far. The only game where he failed to close out was that comeback that the Chaos Corp made back in the first round. Alright, so if we look at that Sephiroth real quick in the spreadsheet, he has had 1 KO in every single game ever since blowing that, just failing to save that game for the 8-bit bots in the first round. He's only had 2 KO performances so far, but he is responsible for 5 game winners of this team as the 8-bit bots. They have won 4 of their last 5 games to come back up to a 7-7 record, plus 1 differential. Be warned though, the Time Zone squad, they are currently plus 2, so they might have to see some tiebreaker stuff with them, but the 8-bit bots do have head-to-head over the Time Zone squad. Alright, Ditto, Purplims, they're going to be your leadoffs as we have the Ditto Burritos at the 8-bit bots. 2 teams currently in a playoff spot right now. The Ditto Burritos, they are trying to get out of here with a winning record. They can do that if they win here. The 8-bit bots, they can at best be 500 if they win. And by the way, this is going to be the first time in a little while where we see 2 games being hosted at Dracula's Castle Omega Forum. This is the home venue for both Your Worst Nightmare and the 8-bit bots. Both general managers, they agreed to share a venue as we have 27 to 37. Side B is going to get shielded. There is a non-zero chance that we see both of those teams in the playoffs, by the way. Of course, the chance is starting to get lower for Your Worst Nightmare if they're suffering a late season collapse. But if both teams were to make it into playoffs and they faced each other, then what would happen is obviously all 3 games just take place at home. That's it. But 63 to 74 right now between Ditto and Purplims, as Purplims trying to come back on. Purplims, one of the emerging leadoffs against one of the best leadoffs of all time. 78 to 87 right now as we're going to see Op Special. That's going to hit, but Blurring Blade, the last hit will land onto Purplims. It's going to be 83 to 97. Ditto missed an Op Special but goes unpunished for it. 95 to 97 right now. See Up Tilt. Ditto above the Samus right now. We're going to see down smash, but it's going to be a back throw. Ditto off stage at 126. Purplims did not go for a downer. Down smash. It's going to send Purplims in the left. That's weird. Have you gone yet? No, not yet. You're going to be the 8th game of the night, so you're pretty late. Sorry, you're early. You're early. Your game's going to be super late. Purplims will get this leadoff win against Ditto, by the way. So that's going to be the 10th KO for Net Easy Samus, but gets hit by that Gordo, and the Gordo is stuck at that ledge. As Purplims gets run straight into it. That's going to be a Nordic Gordo, but it misses. 8 to 177 right now as Purplims is still alive. Yes. Able to deflect that Gordo with her up special. It's going to be 15. Went to 189, but Tilted gets that KO right there. It's Tilted. I believe that's KO number 17 for Net Easy's King Dedede. Simon, the Scorpion coming out right now. But oh no! Oh no! Scorpion self-destructed. So Tilted will be credited with that KO. That is now 2 KOs from Tilted in this game so far. 75 to 39 right now as we are going to see that down special. 95 to 39 right now as we're going to see that 4 tilt. It's going to miss. We're going to see Tilted with the down tilt. It's going to be a Gordo. We're going to see 95, 111 to 52 right now as we see the down tilt missing. Side B from Yobenis. 4 tilt is going to miss. It's going to be a side B. Nope, gets interrupted by the 4 tilt and Tilted. Another 4 tilt. Yobenis off stage. That Gordo is going to miss. It's going to be down smash getting shielded. We're going to see the down tilt. 126 to 82 right now. It's the Ditto Burritos. They can make this a 4 versus 2 scenario at that Gordo. It's going to hit. It's stuck on the ledge. Oh no. Oh no. Tilted has 3 KOs so far for the Ditto Burritos. A Sub-Zero coming out now for the 8-bit bots. They need 2 KOs from both Sub-Zero and him if they want to come back. It's 143 to 0 right now as we're going to see the neutral air into, we see up tilt, but the cross on the way back. It's going to interrupt the King Dedede for now. It's going to be a down tilt again. Sub-Zero at 38 right now. It's 150 to 48 right now as this King Dedede. There's no way we see what I think we're going to happen. Is there? 161 to 48 right now. It's an up special. Tilted back onto the stage right now. I don't think this King Dedede has ever had a 4 KO performance, by the way. That's what you're thinking. 183 to 48 right now. That's going to be a back throw. Tilted is still alive at 197 as we're going to see him come back on. 197 to 48 as we see up tilt, followed by up air. Sub-Zero at 73 right now. We're going to see the 4th throw. Sub-Zero off stage right now, and he should be able to come back onto the stage. No! He's going to die. We're going to see 2 4 KO performances in the same round. One from Cyber Sans, one from Tilted, as that is now the 5th 4 KO performance of the season. Joe Sephiroth him has a 1 vs 4 scenario, 1 vs 3 now after getting rid of Tilted, but this is a dire and drastic scenario for the 8-bit bots. A big loss right here can start to open things up for the Dynamic Divorce, the Starbreakers, Edmonton, and the Time Zone Squad, especially with the Time Zone Squad getting a blowout win themselves. Him already at 106 right now, as right now the 8-bit bots just need to do some damage control. Hopefully they can win their match in the last round as the Ditto Burritos. A win here with that huge differential, that can massively help them too. 12 to 125 right here for Tilt. Layla at 27 right now. I don't think we're going to see John Peckman today or Freak. It's going to be 73 to 125 as Joe Sephiroth. What will we see? He has 1 KO so far in this game. 73 to 132. Force Mask gets shielded. That one gets shielded as well. That's gonna miss. Down tilt into up air. Layla at 98 right now. The Sephiroth does have that wing, by the way, but it's gonna be the back throw from the Link. It's him off stage right now. 98 to 144. But back air. The Ditto Burritos are gonna win this 5 to 2, as we have now had 3 5-2 games in a row, and for the first time in Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League history, we have 2 Amiibo with 4 KO performances in the same round. Obsesses Me Sword Fighter Cyber Sands with 4 KOs, and Net Easy's King Deity Tilted with 4 KOs. That's this King Deity right here. Let's look at his KO total so far. Tilted, welcome to the 20 KO club. You are the 5th member to join. You join Nachos, Silly, Vin Diesel, and Pancakes with a 4 KO performance. This is the 5th 4 KO performance from any Amiibo of the season. Now we have seen some from Pancakes. We've seen some from Pancakes, Coming At Ya, Diabells, Cyber Sands, and now Tilted. Is this the 3rd consecutive 5-2 blowout from any team in this round? 2 of them being 5-2 victories in those 4 KO performances. I don't know what is happening. I don't know who. Which one of you turned the dial up to 11? I'll be right back. Let me find the people in charge of this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League real quick. Okay, which one of you decided to turn the dial up to 11? Like, having not 1, but 2 4 KO performances for anybody. Whose idea was that? It was my idea. No, I have no control of this whatsoever. Okay, fine. I'll go back and tell the audience. Yeah, I have no control over what happens here. So, a big blowout win for the Ditto Burritos, as this 5-2 victory is going to send them 9-6 with a +9 differential. I believe they're going to surpass No Custody, as we're going to have, yeah. The Ditto Burritos will clinch a winning season, by the way. So they're going to join Very Dog's team, No Custody, the Swarm, and the Novas with winning records. We have still yet to see. Actually, that's going to be it for anyone who can clinch a winning record, but I don't think the playoffs can be clinched right now in this round or not. Alright. We got that screenshot. I think we got that screenshot. Let's double check for that screenshot, especially with a 4K. No game share. No, we're not going to share a game with anybody. If you want to join, just watch the stream. Alright, we got that KO. We got that screenshot. Let's head to our 6th game of the night. Going to be Detroit at Edmonton. Please, for the love of God, do not get another 4 KO performance from anyone in Detroit or Edmonton. We've had too many of them. Alright, so Detroit, they are currently 4-10 right now, as J9K's King Deity starting to emerge as a better leadoff right now. He is currently 4-2 as a leadoff with 5 KOs as such. He is going to be the first to be loaded for Detroit. Then, oh, I dropped my thing. There we go. Second slot for Detroit is going to be 1 AM, Zelda Yuri. By the way, John Pickman, he will not make his debut in this game because of the big blowout win for the Ditto Burritos, so we will see whether or not John Pickman and Freak will make their debuts in the final round for the Ditto Burritos. The Ditto Burritos host the Stealing Fans, by the way, while the 8-Bit Butts, they go on the road to a red hot 456 Squadron. Even though the 456 Squadron is eliminated, they are seeking the play spoiler. Dupe Fizzles, Olimar Dandori, going to be Amiibo number 3 for Detroit, so let's bring him in real quick. He is loading. Amiibo number 4, it's going to be MLL 456's B Sword Fighter Herobrine. By the way, if I remember correctly, Detroit is the only franchise to have multiple 4KO leaders on their roster. We saw Coming At Ya with one back in Season 1, one in Season 2, as he's the only able to have multiple in career history. MLM Sword Fighter Herobrine, he had a 4KO performance back in Round 1 of Season 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. I believe that happened against the Starbreakers, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, that was with the Michaela back when she was General Manager back in their first season. Where is MLO? Okay, here he is, Herobrine. Okay, so Joe, to answer your question, you're going to be the 8th game of the night, so we're going to have this game, intermission 2 more games, one more game, and then your game. So you're not going to be up for a little while. I also got a little bit of late start to today's stream. I started like 15 minutes late because I had some technical difficulties. Amalgamates Ganondorf 941 is going to be the last Amiibo for this team, by the way. Let's load her in from the bottom. Here she is. She is being loaded. Sorry, Ganondorf. It's a Ganondorf. Alright. Then, their opponent. It's going to be the 7-7 Edmonton. So let's find Edmonton real quick. Vic, Texas, King Deity, Crouch. This leadoff started off 7-3, but has lost her last 3 leadoffs in a row. Still has 10 KOs for the season. As such, has been leading off for Edmonton all season, I believe. It's going to be Jokaya's Olimar Dufinator right now, coming in second for Olimar. Alright. Here is Edmonton's second Amiibo. Slot 3, we're going to see MLO's Byleth Ascent. So let's bring Ascent in real quick. He is coming. Ascent MLO. By the way, I believe what we just saw was the very first 4 KO performance from the Ditto Burritos in franchise history. I know Tilted has had some 3 KO performances, but he has never had a 4 KO performance. Alright, J9K's Byleth AI Sonic going to be in the 4th slot right there, so let's bring in AI Sonic. There we go. Alright, and finally, in the 5th slot, we are going to see MTJ Gators' Lucas Bestness. Alright, this is probably going to be the worst time to say it, but we have never seen an Amiibo get... Sorry, we have never seen a team have multiple 4 KO performances at all in franchise history. J9K's King Deity coming at you. He had a 4 KO performance back in round 2 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League this season. That was his second in career history. I'm mentioning that right now just to say, no, it's not going to happen again. Detroit versus Edmonton, as we have King Deity versus King Deity as your leadoffs, coming at you against Crouch. Coming at you, 4-2 with 5 KOs in the leadoff. Crouch, 7-7 with 10 KOs in the leadoff. Edmonton is 7-7 and with huge losses from your worst nightmare, the ceiling fans, and the 8-bit bots. This could possibly open things up for Edmonton to maybe make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. It's 13-8 right now between coming at you and Crouch. Dash attack, Crouch off stage right now as she is trying to avoid losing her 4th leadoff in a row. It's going to be 59-40 right now. We're going to see that Gordo. It's going to hit coming at you, and that's going to be no, not yet, but it's going to be a KO now. It's going to be a KO now, so Crouch will snap that streak. Okay, thank goodness I didn't do any commentary curse stuff. Woo! It's going to be 0-62 right now as we see Yuri getting hit by that forward tilt. It's going to be 12-81 right now as Yuri. We're going to see the up smash. 32-81 right now as we're going to see forward tilt again. 44-81, down tilt's going to miss. Forward smash gets shielded. Up smash. Crouch will get hit by the up smash. Misses the up air though. It's going to be forward smash in the other direction though. 44, down air. That was going to land, but Crouch just a little wide right for it to be a KO. It's going to be 74-120 right now as Crouch. We're going to see getting shielded. It's going to be up smash getting shielded. We see forward smash. That will get rid of Crouch. Yuri has 1 KO for Detroit in this game. So now we see Dufinator. Since both Olimars are red, Dufinator is temporarily green, so he's wearing the same spacesuit that like Uproot would wear. 104-21 right now, as we're going to see just the green Dufinator. Down air is going to miss. We're going to see up smash missing. It's going to be green Dufinator. We're going to see the Olimar. It's going to be an interrupted up smash as we have yellow, blue, white Pikmin available. We're going to see the side B. Green Dufinator will get the KO on Yuri's. Now we have Dandori, who got the red color. It's going to be 0-34 right now. 8-34. We see up throw from Green Dufinator. 37-34, 45, 53, 61. Dufinator is pissed because he has to wear the green spacesuit, and now it's going to be 61-67 right now. 71-67, we're going to see the up smash. Dandori, he has been struggling all season, already at 87. It's going to be up air, 95-67. Can Dufinator get his second KO? It's going to be up smash. Green Dufinator, he will get his second KO as this is a 4-2 scenario with Edmonton in the leads. And now Herobrine coming out for Detroit. It's going to be a missed down specialist Green Dufinator at 103 right now. It's going to be 0-103. We're going to see the down smash. Green Dufinator off stage. It's going to be up special to come back on. He will slowly come back on. And we're going to see Herobrine. Down smash misses. Forward throw. Sorry, back throw. 13-121 right now as we have Green Dufinator. Forward smash. Followed by we see that purple forward smash miss. It's going to be Blurring Blade. That will get rid of Green Dufinator, but not after he gets 2 KOs. And now Ascent MLO coming out for the for Edmonton right now. So we have MLO Mii Sword Fighter against MLO Byleth. Got to be 56-26 right now as this Mii Sword Fighter. We're going to see dash attack. Byleth off stage right now. He will come back on. We're going to see a down smash. That's going to put Herobrine at 86%. Side B is going to miss though. It's going to be a down smash getting shielded as we're going to see down smash from this Mii Sword Fighter. 86-49. That's a this Mii Sword Fighter is low on shield right now. Another down smash getting shielded, and that that's a parry. We're gonna see up smash though, and Herobrine at 107 right now. You don't want to leave a 1 versus 3 scenario for 941, but that's what's going to happen for Detroit. It's going to be 0 to 81 right now as 941 down in a 3 versus 1 scenario. It's going to be 0 to 119 as Ascent back air. We'll be able to come back onto the stage where we see jab, 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 putting 941 at 11. 33 with the side B. We're going to see another side B, but that one's going to miss. 33 to 130 as we're going to see up tilt. That's going to miss. 44 to 130. We're going to see that side B followed by, do we see down tilt? We will. So it's going to be a 1 versus 2 now. AI Sonic, can he close out this game for Edmonton? It's going to be forward tilt. Sorry, forward smash getting interrupted. 51 to 13 right now as we see 67. The Ganondorf down tilt is going to miss. We're going to see just the down tilt again, followed by, nope, no Doria. It's going to be 79 to 28, 84 to 20 as we're going to see the back air. 94 to 27 right now as side B. 941 is off stage as the first side B used from this banjo of the night. Gonna be 122 to 47 right now. We're gonna see the forward throw. 941 is off stage. That egg that might get, nope, not gonna get job done quite yet. 149 to 57 to 47 actually. 161. That egg is gonna get the job done. It will. Edmonton is gonna win this 5 to 3. All right. So a 5 to 3 victory from Edmonton. They're gonna go to an 8 and 7 record with now a +3 differential. So them and the Time Zone Squad are going to be tied. I think this would go down to head-to-head though. Let's take a look at that head-to-head result real quick. As come with me to the whiteboard. Let's see. The Time Zone Squad and Edmonton face each other back in round 5. If we look at the old standings, I believe from round 5, if we, let's see, index cards from the old rounds. Let's see. Back in round 5, the Time Zone Squad Edmonton faced each other, and Edmonton won that 5 to 3. So Edmonton will have head-to-head over the Time Zone Squad, as I think Edmonton might be able to get that number 8 playoff spot with 1 round remaining. Edmonton, they're trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. The Time Zone Squad trying to make it back to the first time since Season 3. Of course, the Dynamic Divorce and the Starbreakers have yet to play their games respectively. The Dynamic Divorce could possibly get a big win. We could also see one from the Starbreakers. Alright. We're going to head to your next intermission real quick, folks. So let's get to there. We saw that win from Novoton. This is just casual, non-intermission stuff. Let's see. Which two Amiibo do we want to see fighting each other now? I say we do Informer versus the Madman. Yes. Alright, there's my Byleth. Let's bring in the Madman real quick, my hero. The Byleth is on Ottawa's roster, who we're going to see next after this intermission. The Madman is currently on the Chaos Corp roster. We will see the Madman starting for Chaos Corp tonight. Alright, intermission number 2 with all these games. When we come back from this intermission, we're going to have the last 3 matches of the round. We're going to do Battle of Canada Part 5 between Toronto and Ottawa. We will have the Chaos Corp at Dynamic Divorce. And to close things off, the Novas at the Starbreakers. That's going to happen when we come back. There's no way it just went from Mario Circuit to Mario Circuit.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Damn, we keep getting sweeps, all that. It's like, I want there to be a game 3 because I haven't updated any of the KO totals so far, but 1AM Byleth and Form will get a 2-0 sweep on the Madman. So we are going to see that Byleth 2-0 win. These are just casual matches with my Amiibo going up against each other because I forgot to properly seed the Giant Intermission bracket. We will come back to Giant Intermission tomorrow, by the way, for those intermission battles, so I hope you just enjoy these one-off games for now. But we do have the Amiibo loaded for Toronto versus Ottawa, Battle of Canada Part 5. Alright, before I say anything, I do want to say NetEasy's King Deity Tilted is having the best regular season of his career. This is the first time he has a 20k KO regular season. Usually Tilted finishes in the high teens, something like that. I believe he finished with 17 in the first season and 19 in the second season. No, 18 last season. Yeah, it was like an 18-13 split between regular season and playoffs. Anyways, Battle of Canada Part 5 as we had Toronto against Ottawa. A bunch of those 7-7 teams have been losing badly, which does increase the chance of these 8-win teams if they do slip up. Toronto will face off against Ottawa as Liness Alpha, Sauron. They're going to be your leadoffs right here. Liness Alpha is currently 6-8 with 8 KOs in the leadoff. Ottawa, Sauron is currently 7-7, but he has 11 KOs in the leadoff, just slightly better than Crouch, as Crouch is going to be 8-7 with 11 as well. So we'll see if this Sephiroth can get that too. Alright. For the rest of your roster order, we do have a change for Toronto. Crunchy's Robin Econart has been benched, so we're going to see Silly being elevated to the number 2 slot. This is going to be back-to-back seasons where Joe's Pyramithra has 20 plus KOs as she is trying to beat her personal best of 23. Last season she won the MVP. We also have Nezuko, the season 1 MVP, being elevated from slot 4 to slot 3. Duke Fizzles, Me Brawler Prof Help is going to be making his appearance for Toronto for the first time since getting benched, so he's going to be in the starting roster for the first time since round number 6. Then we're going to see Crunchy's Piranha Kaivine in that very last slot. Toronto is currently 8-6 with a +3 differential. A win here will get Toronto a winning season their very first winning season. Toronto made it to the playoffs last year with an 8-8 record, so Toronto's still trying to get their first winning season in franchise history. Season number 1, they finished 6-10, I believe. As for Ottawa, they are gonna be 5-9 right now. They have been on a slight little surge as well, alongside the 456 Squadron. They are unfortunately eliminated from the playoffs, but it can still finish the season 7-9 and maybe play some spoiler. We see Ottawa, they're going to play Toronto in this match, but in the next round they will have a match against Detroit. But that reminds me, I might consider switching the order of how the round 17 games are played, so we go from least important to most important. I might consider that, or maybe I just sprinkle them all in. I'm not fully sure yet, but let's begin this match right here between Toronto and Ottawa. Battle of Canada Part 5. Up, left, right, down, A. The final Battle of Canada, by the way, it's going to be Edmonton at Toronto. So we're going to see Linus Alpha, Sauron, they're your leadoffs. Ottawa has the same roster order of Sauron, Papaya, Taste, Informer, and Seraphim, as Papaya has 18 KOs so far this season. Could he possibly join the 20 KO club? It's going to be 28 for 39 as Luckman Sephiroth, already putting Linus at 39. 39 to 22 right now, forward tilt again. 49 to 22 is we're going to see that side B into another side B, but it's going to be a down throw, followed by 3C forward air. No, we see a missed dash attack. 56 to 22 between these Amiibo right now. 56 to 32 as Linus waiting for Sauron to come back on. Forward tilt the opposite direction. 56 to 46 right now, but it's going to be a down air from Sauron followed by up smash. Linus will survive the up smash, but we see up air. She is still alive at 107, but we see the snap from the Sephiroth. 117, and that's a KO for Sauron. So Sauron now has 8 leadoff KO wins. Silly, the reigning MVP, is coming out for Toronto right now. She is 3 away from tying her personal best, 1 from breaking it. 26 to 62 right now as Sauron gets caught in the side special. We see another one, and Sauron will get caught there. Sauron will now have the wing available, but he gets caught in the third one. 26 to 101 as we're going to see Sauron come back onto the stage. It's going to be up special. Sauron will miss that up special though. 45 to 101 right now between Silly, the reigning MVP, down smash. 45 to 101. That side B is going to catch Sauron. Sauron is still alive though. It's going to be recovery low. It's going to be 45 to 139 as a down smash sends Sauron the other direction. Mithra's going to come out manually though for Silly, and we see a back throw. Sauron at 149. Silly has not taken any damage in 20 seconds, I believe, as Pyra back in for Toronto. We're going to see the side B. It's going to get shielded, and it's going to KO. So Silly is now 2 KOs away from tying her personal best of 23. Papaya, however, he has been having a career year for Ottawa this season. It's going to be 53 to 39. He was on Detroit's roster last season, a bit inconsistent. Going to be 90 to 39 right now. It's that spike ball, going to be thrown to the left. Mithra is out right now, but for Toronto, by the way, 90 to 51, as we're going to see down air, side B. Mithra uses foresight to get out of that poison cloud, though. It's going to be a neutral special, but she gets some damage in there. Pyra's going to be, nope, Mithra's still out. Papaya now has 19 KOs this season. Nezuko, the Season 1 MVP, is coming out now for Toronto. It's going to be 29 to 86 as we see forward smash. Papaya at 107, but Nezuko, big massive damage is going to send Nezuko already at 61%. It's 61 to 114, neutral special. Papaya off stage. We're going to see Nezuko. We're going to see that down throw from a plant into, nope, forward air from the Zelda is going to miss. Forward smash, Nezuko at 93 as Papaya. Can he be the next member of the 20 KO club? Can he join all those others? He would become the 7th, no, he would become the 6th member of the 20 KO club, but we're going to have to wait for that as Nezuko gets a KO against Papaya. So now, Ditto, Ganondorf Taste, the #1 overall pick in the Season 3 draft, will get that KO against Nezuko. It is 3 versus 2 with Ottawa in the lead. Prof Help, making his first appearance since round number 6 for Toronto, already putting Taste at 64% right now. It's going to be 21 to 64. We're going to see Taste coming back up. It's going to be neutral special though. Taste will be at 87 right now. He comes back, but side B, that won't KO Taste quite yet, but I think if he lands another one, that might get the job done. Prof Help, can he get his KO in his first game back? 57 to 111 right now. Toronto needs to get 2 KOs from their last 3 Amiibo. Sorry, 3 KOs from their last 2 Amiibo. It's 72 to 130 right now. It's Prof Help just taking some damage. It's going to be out of parry. We see a forward throw. Taste is off stage right now, and I think he's going to be nope, he will be able to come back. So it's going to be forward tilt. Prof Help, I think he's going to be too far. So the #1 overall pick in the Season 3 draft has 2 KOs right now for Ottawa. It's going to be up throw though. Taste will survive that. It's 0 to 164, but spike ball. Kaivan makes this 1 versus 3 scenario now a 1 versus 2 as Informer. 1 AM's Byleth coming out for Ottawa right now. Gonna be 33, 47 to 0 right now as this Byleth has much better improved since Season 2 with the Time Zone Squad. 47 to 37 right now. Up air. We're going to see the forward air miss. Up tilt. Down smash from Kaivine as it's 47 to 64. There is still Seraphim in the back for Ottawa, by the way. We're going to see forward smash. 67 to 64 as we're going to see Violet. He goes for that down air, but it's going to get teched. 88 to 77 right there as we see down smash. He tried going for the finisher, but not able to get it yet. Got that weak hit. It's going to be 88 to 96 right now as we see 89. Violet, he's going to go for the back throw. But Kaivine, we see down smash and Ottawa. They are going to win this 5-3. Toronto is going to fall down to an 8-7 record, but with a +1 differential. they're going to get jumped by both Edmonton and the Time Zone Squad, as Edmonton now leads the North Division with 1 round remaining. Toronto and Edmonton face each other in the final round, by the way. So Edmonton versus Toronto to close out the Battle of Canada series. That is going to determine the North Division Championship. We will have a battle for the division in the final round of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. Thank you, Ottawa. But look at this. It was going to be some beautiful back and forth action, but Taste, he got 2 KOs. Informer able to get that game winner, as Seraphim will not appear for Ottawa in this game. Alright. If we look at Ottawa's, by the way, in the last couple of rounds, Ottawa has been 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, I thought Ottawa. No, they lost that one. That's right. Ottawa is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Ottawa is 5-3 in their last 8 games, by the way, for anybody curious. But that 0-4 start, specifically a 1-6 start, that's going to kill this team, as we won't see Ottawa, but they could possibly finish the season 7-9. They face Detroit in the final round as they go there. This was the last home game for Ottawa of the season. Alright. So, the East Division is coming up next. We're going to have the Chaos Corp at Dynamic Divorce, followed by the Novas at the Starbreakers. Let's get this screenshot, and let's head over there. These next 2 games are going to be the final in-division games for the Chaos Corp for the East Division, because here's the deal. The East Division will face off against the Independents in the final round, because, let's see. We're going to have the Novas going to No Custody, the Red plus Blue going to the Starbreakers, and the Time Zone Squad, they hosted Dynamic Divorce. This upcoming game, by the way, this is going to be the final game for the Chaos Corp of the regular season. So, the Chaos Corp, they will not be advancing to the postseason, so this is going to be the last game of the Chaos Corp. We'll give them a standing ovation whenever this game ends, but the Dynamic Divorce, they are desperately trying to get back into the playoffs. The Season 1 champion, Season 2 semifinalists, will they fall out of the playoff race in Season number 3, or can they make it back? The Chaos Corp, they have thrown in the towel relatively for this game. They're just going to experiment to see what they have in their bench right now, as we're going to see Dovman's Little Mac Yamcha making his debut for this Chaos Corp team. So let's find Dovman real quick. Yamcha, I believe he did have some appearances in the preseason, but they want to see what they can get out of him in this final game of the regular season for the Chaos Corp. Where is he? Here is Yamcha. Alright. We are also going to see MTJ Gators' Pyramithra Poro, who is a late season signing for this team. So let's find the Poro real quick. Here she is. One thing to remember about next season, we are expected to have a whole bunch of expansion franchises based off my estimation. You're only able to protect 4 Amiibo on your roster, which means at least one of your starters is vulnerable to being taken in the expansion draft. And with a bunch of expansion teams being available, that's going to be, I think almost every team might lose one of their one of their starters at minimum. Sorry, I don't know why I said Starbreaker. Starbreakers, they're going to be the last game of the night, by the way. So the game after this, Nightmares King Dedede in the 20 KO Club. Nacho's going to be Amiibo number 3, as this is going to be his final game of the regular season. So we'll see what his final KO total is after this match. Dovman's Pokemon Trainer Unite going to be in that number 4 slot right here. I think if the Chaos Corp had used him a little more, they might have been able to have a slightly better results. Maybe like another win or 2. We're not sure. The Chaos Corp, they're, let's see, 6-9 right now, trying to finish their regular season with a win. 1AM's hero, the Madman, he's going to be closing out this roster. Alright. So, on the other side, the Dynamic Divorce. Joe forgot to submit a new roster order. Like, I'm going to be real with you. He forgot. So, we're going to see the same roster order as the previous round. So, Joe's, Cloud, Tifa, going to be the leadoff again. Currently 2-2 as a leadoff with 3 KOs as such. He has lost back-to-back leadoffs, however, the Cloud Amiibo, as maybe he can win one right here against Little Mac. Luckman's Hero Mythos going to be the number 2 slot right now. Since both heroes use the same alt color, Mythos is going to temporarily be the next color over. So for now, he is going to be Edric. Let's see. Eon 2's Byleth, that's going to be Failnaught, the number 1 overall pick in the Season 1 draft. He's going to be in number 3 slot right here. Alright, slot number 4, we are going to see It's going to be Joe's Zelda Aerith. So let's find Aerith real quick. Here she is. And finally, Bunsweet's Piranha Plant TBD. It's going to be the same roster order as the previous round for the Dynamic Divorce since they forgot to submit that new roster order. So it's going to be, I think that's the first time this season we see the same starting 5 in the same order for the Dynamic Divorce, mainly because of an accident. But Chaos Corp, they're going to see what they get out of Yamcha in this leadoff, as he's going to be making his leadoff debut and his Season 3 debut. So Yamcha, Poro, Nachos, Unite, and the Madman as the Chaos Corp. They're trying to play spoiler against the Dynamic Divorce, trying to make it back into the playoffs as we see Tifa, Mythos, Failnaught, Aerith, and TBD. Mythos is temporarily the next alt color, so we will see him as that alt instead of default, as the Madman also uses that default. Alright, so a leadoff debut versus the 2-2 with 3 KOs as such. Yamcha versus Tifa for the Chaos Corp against Dynamic Divorce. This is the final game for the Chaos Corp this season. And it's going to be a home game, the final home game for the Dynamic Divorce, by the way, because they go on the road to the Time Zone Squad to finish out their season. It's going to be 5-25, 5-48, as we're going to see that side B. Nope, it's not going to land. It's going to get shielded. 18-54 right now, as Little Mac has half meter. Cloud is almost at full meter. We see forward smash. Little Mac off stage right now. He should be able to come back. 52-54 right now. We're going to see the down smash. 52-64, Cloud will use that up special on the way back up, as when did he use the meter? Yamcha has 2 bars away from getting full meter. We're going to see up smash. He is 1 bar away. It's 57-105 right now. We see up smash. Yamcha has the KO punch available. We are going to see forward smash miss, and he's going to get that dash attack. It's 67-118 right now, and that KO punch, that's going to get rid of Tifa right there. So Yamcha, in his leadoff debut, he's going to get that KO. Now we see Mythos, temporarily the next hero all over, and Hatchet Man, no, Flame Slash, will get rid of Yamcha. So now Poro, MTJ Gators, his Pyro Mythra coming out for the Chaos Corp right now. It's got to be 0-27 right now. We're going to see that forward air. It's got to be a down tilt, jab, jab, jab from Mythos. 50-27 right now. We're going to see the Fireballs. Poro, that's going to be a full charge Fireball available from Mythos, by the way. It's going to be 68-27 right now, as we see a, that's going to miss actually. 68-43, we're going to see that side B, putting Mythos at 62. Up smash, it's going to get parried though. 68-62 for Amiibo each right now. It's a Chaos Corp. They are trying to play spoiler against the Dynamic Divorce. It's going to be 91, that forward smash, non-critical, and we're going to see, do we see a kaboom? No kaboom from Mythos. We're going to see 91-85 as we see that neutral air from Poro. 91-95, up smash gets shielded. We see down smash. Poro is off stage right now as Mythra. Gonna come out right now. Mythra will come back onto the stage for this Pyro Mythra. Off special that gets shielded. Up tilt from Mythos. We're gonna see, nobody has been able to get KO quite yet, but we're gonna see forward smash, down smash. Poro will get that KO, so now we're gonna see Failnaught, the #1 overall pick in the Season 1 draft. He will get that forward smash. It's gonna come down to 3 Amiibo each as Nachos. Nachos has been having the best season of his career so far with 20 KOs. It's going to be 45-2 right now between the King Deity and the Byleth. Can he finish this season with 21 or more KOs? Nachos already at 81. We're going to see Failnaught putting Nachos at 102. Up special, followed by neutral air. It's going to miss the neutral air though. Neutral air into, we see forward air from the Deity, but down tilt into up special. Followed by, we see, nope, no up air quite yet. King Deity just not launched far enough. 147, that side B is going to be a KO for Failnaught, as now Failnaught, he has 2 KOs in this game for the Dynamic Divorce. Unite, Dubman's Pokemon Trainer is going to come out, so Nachos is going to finish with 20 KOs for this regular season, his best career season yet. Unite, swap to the Charizard early on. It's going to be 54-17 as that Flare Blitz is going to miss. Unite back onto the stage, 66-74. Failnaught going to stay on stage as Charizard already taking 74%. It's going to be a forward throw, and we see Flare Blitz, that's going to get shielded, and we see forward air as Unite comes back onto the stage high, already at 111 though. It's going to be 111-32. Neutral special, that's going to land. No, got interrupted by a Flare Blitz. 123-60 right now between these two Amiibos. We see back throw. Can Failnaught get a 3 KO performance? We're going to see the back throw. Charizard back off stage. He's going to come in with that up special. 148-60 right now. Down smash. Failnaught is off stage right now, so we're going to see him come back. We're going to see the forward throw. We're going to see Unite staying on stage though. Fireball, that's going to miss. 148-98. We see a forward throw, and Unite will get that KO. It's 2 Amiibo each as Aerith will come out. Forward smash gets shielded, but this up smash will get rid of Charizard. The Madman has a 1 versus 2 scenario for the Chaos Corp in their final game of the regular season. It's going to be forward tilt. It's going to be 29-6 right now, as we're going to see a dash attack. It's going to be forward smash though. The Madman already at 46. Can Aerith get a 2 KO performance? Neutral air, forward smash the other direction. Madman already at 64. We're going to see the dash attack. Down smash from the Madman. Alright, it's going to be up throw. Do we see up air? No, not yet. The Madman, he does want to go for spells sometimes, by the way, so we'll see if he may or may not go for one. 80 to 28 right now. We're going to see forward smash missing. Down smash. 80 to 42. We're going to see zoom. So the Madman just zooming away. He just went to the same spot. 88 to 42 right now, so we see just a little bit of chaos from the Madman. Just a silly way to end this season. 91 to 56. Side B, that's going to miss. 91 to 71 between the Madman and Aerith. It's going to be Fireball. Full charge Fireball will get rid of Aerith, so the Madman does bring this down to the last stock. Not what the Dynamic Divorce needs because of that differential. So the Dynamic Divorce does win this here. If it gets sealed out by TBD, it's only going to put them to a +1 differential. Going to be 119 to 0 right now. We're going to see a Flame Slash in the other direction. 119 to 27 right now as the Madman. Going to get that side B. It's going to miss. It actually is going to hit. 119 to 54 right now as the Madman comes back onto the stage. There's TBD. Dash attack. 126 to 70 right now. The Madman is low on mana, however, but he does have a full Fireball available. He's going to survive the Spike Ball. 146 to 70 right now. 154 to 70. We're going to see forward tilt. Spike Ball. It's going to miss. We're going to see up smash, and the Dynamic Divorce, they're going to win this 5 to 4. All right. The Dynamic Divorce are going to win this 5 to 4. The Chaos Corp, they're going to finish their regular season with a 6-10 record. I do believe that we'll get them a top 5 pick in the Season 4 draft before we consider expansion teams. With, I think we're estimating maybe like 5, 7, or 8 expansion teams, not fully sure, so it might be a top 10 pick instead. But the Chaos Corp, thank you for participating this season. You finished 6-10. It was a pretty fun and chaotic season, especially that week 1 win. Nachos is going to finish without any KOs. He's the only member of the Chaos Corp to not have any KOs. Mythos, Aerith, TBD, they got KOs. Failnot got 2 KOs right there. Thank you, Joseph, for being here. Enjoy your bye, enjoy your off season. We hope to see you in season number 4 of the Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. This is going to be it for the Chaos Corp of their season. As mentioned, they have that round 17 bye. They played 16 games in a row. Now they're going to set off to the sunset until season 4. So thank you, Chaos Corp. Thank you for participating in this season. We will give a thank you to all the other teams during tomorrow night's stream when they have their final games. All right. The Dynamic Divorce, though, they get this win here. They're going to advance to an 8-7 record with a +1 differential, but they're going to be behind the Time Zone Squad, Edmonton, Toronto, and the 8-Bit Bots. So we'll see what happens there. Actually, no, 8-Bit Bots, they lost, so they're 7-8, so they're only going to be behind the Time Zone Edmonton, the Time Zone Squad, and Toronto. We'll see what those standings look like, but the Dynamic Divorce, they have a match against the Time Zone Squad to finish out their season. That could be one of the most important matches to determine a playoff spot. Who knows, who knows? All right. We have one more game left to tonight's schedule. Let's get the screenshot and let's head to that game as we have the Novas at the Starbreakers. Somebody ping White Cheese into Discord real quick. Alright, the Novas, they are trying to catch up with the Swarm for that 1 seed race. We saw the Swarm gain that win over No Custody as they are 11-4. Can the Novas also get to an 11-4 record? Cicadas, Zelda, Diabells, one of the best leadoff this season. Her and Ditto are trying to compete for leadoff of the year. That's, sorry, not leadoff the year, but best leadoff. But Diabells, 10-4 with 16 KOs in the leadoff. She has 17 KOs total because she did get one in that game against Dynamic Divorce back in round number 6. That was when the Jokers were leading off. Eon 2's Link Valrex acquired in that trade from Very Dog's team. He's going to be in that number 2 slot, so let's bring him in real quick. Slot number 3, Panger's Dr. Mario. It's him. It's him. It's him. Panger's Dr. Mario specifically coming out for the Novas. Once I find him. Where is he? Here he is. Here he... Nope. No, here he is. He's up here. I keep getting my alphabet wrong. Alright, slot number 4. Another Amiibo acquired in an early season trade. It's going to be Rap Jams, Lucas, Doodlebob. The Novas, they gave away Cicadas, Olimar Voyager, as well as their 2nd round pick to the Time Zone Squad to acquire him from them. So that does mean the Time Zone Squad has 2 2nd round picks. There are rumors that in the Season 4 draft, the Time Zone Squad might want to trade up for a specific candidate. We don't know who that specific candidate is, but if I have to guess, it might be a character that they have been struggling with the last 2 seasons. They really want to get a competent version of that, a more competent version of that Amiibo. So I think I know who they want to trade up for. We'll see whenever the Season 4 draft does happen. The draft will not be broadcasted, by the way, because, well, it takes a while. It takes a while. There's no way we're going to organize, like, 20-plus people to be there all at the same time. Like, there's no way. Oh, speaking of drafts, I have my fantasy football draft tomorrow. It's going to start an hour before the regular stream time, so tomorrow's stream is going to have a 30-minute delay, just so that I can get my fantasy draft, all of that done. The Soul. I also need to talk to a VTuber Discord server if they want to do a free fantasy league, all that. Try to get them into watching football. Speaking of which, okay, I'm gonna talk about the big football news. Yeah, it's finally happening. He proposed. Travis Kelce, he proposed to Taylor Swift, or maybe it was Taylor Swift who proposed to Travis Kelce. I don't know. No, it's 2025. Gender doesn't mean anything anymore. Sir Yonder's Link Your Mom gonna be coming out right now, because you know we got rid of gender roles for the most part. I think it's a good thing though, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Taylor Swift is like a pretty amazing woman and all that, but Very Dog's Mario Lasagna gonna be coming out right now for the Starbreakers. This team has been getting carried by some lower tier Amiibo, and it's been working for the most part so far in this White Cheese tenure. Even if this magical run falls short, we are seeing a very promising roster for Season 4 of the Squad Track Amiibo Draft League as White Cheese. If he renews, this could be a very fun team to watch next season. But of course, the Starbreakers, they still have a possible chance to make it into the playoffs, but that big win from the Time Zone Squad, we saw those other big wins too, it's going to get a little bit harder. Alright, Zorge's Jigglypuff Pink Furby coming out next. Let's bring him in. Alright. Actually, no, her. Yeah, Jigglypuff in this game is female. I was gonna say one other thing too, but I don't remember what I was gonna say. It was gonna be, oh yeah, so, I'm gonna say this right now since I'm live on stream, but it's a poorly kept secret that... Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. Super Bowl 64. We don't know where Super Bowl 64 is going to be quite yet. That's going to be like not until the 2029 NFL season. But if I have to guess, Super Bowl 69 is going to take place in Nashville, Tennessee, in the Tennessee Titans' new stadium, once they've already done like a year or two with that stadium in operation. And the halftime performer for Super Bowl 64 is going to be Taylor Swift. Watch. She was originally supposed to do the halftime performance for Super Bowl 57, but she backed out because she was working on some new album, all that. But watch, that is my prediction. Super Bowl 64, Nashville, Tennessee, where the Titans play in their new stadium. Taylor Swift, halftime performance. Let me get a sip of water, then we'll do our final match of the night. Alright, the final match of the night. We have the Novas at the Starbreakers. The Novas are currently 10-4 with plus 13 differential. A win here could give them the advantage in the 1 seed race. There are no buys in this Season 3 playoffs because there are 8 teams in this league. So getting that number 1 seed just gets you home field advantage, which means you host Game 1, and most importantly, you host Game 3 if Game 3 is necessary. As for the Starbreakers, they are trying to make it into the playoffs. They are currently 7-7 with a -1 differential. We saw the Time Zone Squad 7-7 -1. They got that big win to go up to a +2 differential. Can the Starbreakers do something similar? Diabells, your mom, they are leadoffs for this game. Let's get started as we have a 10-4 16 KO leadoff against a 4-3 4 KO leadoff. Diabells against your mom, but those low tiers, they have been the main show of the story. Lasagna, MacBook, Pink Furby, and Chuck E. Cheese is there to close things out just in case things go a little bit south. This is going to be the second to last home game for the Starbreakers, by the way. They're going to have a home game here and a home game in the final round when they host Red plus Blue. As for the Novas, I believe, let's see, I think they go, actually, they're done with home games for the season. They had their last home game last round, so they have back-to-back road games to finish their season. It's 36-51 right now between Diabells and your mom, as we're going to see 49-51 right now. What we've been seeing from Diabells and Ditto, by the way, had just been absolutely legendary in terms of like leadoffs, all that. It's 78-51 right now, but up smash. Diabells still alive at 102. It's going to be the forward smash. That will get rid of Diabells, so Diabells going to fall down to 10-5 as a leadoff. Your mom going to rise up to 5-3 as now Valorex. Eon 2's Link coming out for not Very Dodge's team, but for the Novas right now. It's going to be 18-106 right now. We're going to see the side B missing. That up smash won't get rid of your mom quite yet. It's going to be 18-122. Still more missed up smashes from Valorex right there. Not all hits have been able to land quite yet. 47 to 122 right now. We're going to see forward smash. That will get rid of your mom. And now we're going to see Link versus Mario. Valorex against Lasagna. 56 to 28 right now is Lasagna. Neutral air. Nope. Back throw. 52 to 35 right now is we're going to see forward smash. Lasagna already at 61%. He's going to be able to come back to the stage, but already taking critical damage against Eon 2's Link Valorex. Forward throw though. Valorex off stage. We're going to see that fireball is going to miss. And Link comes back onto the stage. It's going to be out of shield. Off smash from the Mario. 90 to 62 right now. And we can see the down special. That was a missed opportunity for a forward smash right there from Mario. He's been missing those opportunities so far in this season. 90 to 98 right now is we're going to see just the Mario. He's going to get the up smash, but out of shield. Up smash and Lasagna. He will survive the up smash right now. Very dodges Mario. We're going to see the up throw. Lasagna is still alive at 135. It's 90 to 138 with the up smash. That's going to get rid of Lasagna. Now here comes MacBook. B-Fans Little Mac Amiibo. He is trying to finish the season with 10 KOs. He's going to get that KO right there. I think that is KO number 9 for the Little Mac right now. Let's double check that Starbreakers real quick as it's him. It's him. Panga's Dark to Mario coming out for the Nova specifically. 43 to 35 right now. 67 as MacBook putting some big massive damage onto hits him already. Forward smash gets parried, so down tilt. Up special. 67 to 63 as the Little Mac almost at that KO punch. He has the KO punch available right now. So, will he be able to use it? He has landed one, and he's not going to be able to use it here. 82 to 75. He has gotten 0 KOs with that KO punch, by the way. Forward smash, though, from It's Him. He gets that KO right there as now Pink Furby coming out for the Starbreakers. It's 85, 90, 43 as Pink Furby already taking 64 right now. By the way, for anybody curious, Little Mac, that is his 10th KO of the regular season, so this Little Mac, even though he didn't start until halfway past this season, he is going to finish with 10 KOs this regular season. Not bad, not bad. 104 to 98, 104 to 99. Pink Furby just air stalling in air at 100 already as It's Him. It's going to be a back throw, and Pink Furby will survive for now. 104 to 124. It's going to be Pink Furby coming all the way to the left as she is trying to get a KO in this game, but it will not be the case. Chuck E. Cheese has a 1 versus 3 scenario for the Starbreakers as It's Him. It's him. Panger's Dark Mario with 2 KOs specifically. Down throw. Down is going to miss. We're going to see Panger versus Panger now. 124 to 114 right now as Chuck E. Cheese. Gordo, that's actually going to hit, and It's Him will be KO'd. So here comes Doodle Bob. It's going to be side special, followed by down smash missing. It's going to be 0 to 26 right now. Forward tilt. Do we see the Gordo? That's going to land, and Lucas not going to deflect that. Actually, it will. Chuck E. Cheese already at 75%. It's going to be 8 to 81. 8 to 92. We're going to see that side B. It's going to be PK Fire. 8 to 107 right now is Doodle Bob. Down smash. Chuck E. Cheese going the other direction. Do we see PK Thunder? We are. That's going to catch Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is going to be too far, and the Novas are going to win this 5 to 3. They will have the advantage in the final round regarding the number 1 seed race. So let's mark that a 5-3 win for the Novas. The Starbreakers, they're going to fall down to 7 and 8 with a -3 differentials as their magical season might almost be in jeopardy. Valorex got 2 KOs. It's Him got 2 KOs. Doodle Bob got the last KO. We saw KOs from your mom, MacBook, and Chuck E. Cheese as B-Fans Little Mac did not start until round number 9 of this Squad Strike Amiibo Draft League. He has 10 KOs so far this season. Not bad, not bad. Let's give him a round of applause. I definitely think that Little Mac's going to be on that roster next season no matter what happens. Alright. So let's see. Lasagna. He has had 1 KO in every game since round 11. That's going to snap that streak. Pink Furby is now going to have 0 KOs in 3 of the last 4 games. As that might be the weak link for this team because, keep in mind, expansion. You can only protect 4 Amiibo, so one of your starters will go. So, I do need to update those KO totals real quick. We're going to do a double intermission. In fact, let's actually head to System 3 right now. I am forgetting how to speak English. So, here's what I'm going to do real quick, just because we need a little bit of time. I'm just going to throw 3 Amiibo in this match. So, we're going to have, let's see, Informer, Madman. Let's throw in Nokotan. Alright, a first 2 between 3 different Amiibo. Hopefully this doesn't take all 6 games. When we come back from this, however long this intermission takes, we are done with the Nightwood matches, but we are going to have your updated KO totals, but most importantly, your updated standings. Your intermission is beginning now, however long this takes. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Another 2-0 sweep. I did see that man replay real quick, so let me save that as well. But here's the deal. I need another game, so we're gonna do another double intermission real quick, as I am still updating the KO totals. So let's throw in some different Amiibo in there real quick. Yeah, let's throw in some different Amiibo real quick. We're going to see Big Sword. We're gonna see Yuri. So let's throw in Yuri real quick. And I'm gonna throw in Rin as well. So some of my other Amiibo that I have here on my desk. Alright, hopefully when we come back from this part of the from this random intermission, we will have the updated KO totals as well as the updated stats, including the standings, all that. I don't know if anybody will be able to clinch or eliminate in this round, but we will be able to do some math all that after the stream as well. So make sure to join the Discord for that too. Your updated totals will be after this intermission, hopefully. There's no way they bullied Rin in that last game. I saw that. Ain't no way. Getting KO'd in like 45 seconds. She got absolutely bullied by the Zelda and Ganondorf. I don't know what I just saw in that game 3 of this intermission. I am still not done yet, so we do need a little more time. I'm gonna save that replay because I saw the Lucina just getting bullied by my other 2 amiibo. In fact, let's just take her out before she gets bullied even further. Alright, we apologize for the delay. We are working on the standings right now. We do have your updated KO totals. In fact, let's actually talk about those KO totals. Yeah, let's mention that real quick before we head to intermission. So, we have a whole bunch of amiibo with 17 KOs so far this season. We have Heim, Diabels, coming at ya, Scorpion, Uproot, AI Sonic, and it's him with 17 KOs each. Then, in 7th place, it's going to be Nightmares, Pyramithra Chroma with 18 KOs. 6th place is Obsessive Piranha Plant Papaya with 19 KOs. All these amiibo, including the next 2 we're about to list, are out of range from winning the MVP. Nightmare's King Deity Nachos and NetEasy's King Deity Tilted, 20 KOs each thanks to that 4 KO performance from Tilted. Then, 3rd place, Joe's Pyramithra Silly, 21 KOs right now. This Pyramithra still, she doesn't have a chance of winning solo MVP, but if she can somehow get 5 KOs for Toronto, Pancakes get 0, and Vin Diesel gets 2 or less, there is a non-zero chance that Silly could still win the MVP. It would have to be a co-MVP with Pancakes, however. But your top 2 amiibo in this MVP race with 1 round remaining: C-Sharp's Ganondorf Vin Diesel, 24 KOs of the Swarm. The Swarm will be facing off against Veridog's team in the final round, by the way, as that 4-game road trip for Veridog's team comes to an end, and they will finish off at home. As for the current MVP favorite, the current record breaker, Nightmare's King Deity Pancakes, 26 KOs right now. He can clinch the MVP if he gets 3 KOs or more in the final game, or if the Ganondorf falls short. We will see the King Deity playing first, I believe, in the final round. We'll talk about more about that final round, but first, one more intermission, then we will have your updated standings. But as things stand, the MVP race comes down to Pancakes, Vin Diesel, and a very, very, very darkest horse of Silly. Alright, one more intermission, then we will have your updated standings. Okay, I am not fully done with the standings yet, but I'm just going to announce them now because we do have 1 through 11. Right now I'm just determining some tiebreakers with 12, 13, 14. The bottom 5, you're just going to have to wait until after the stream for your full standings, all of that. Those bottom 5 teams, they are eliminated anyway, so it doesn't have too big of an impact. But I will at least get the records updated. Anyways, the playoff standings. Let's head back to your this screen real quick just so we have your better music. So, 1 round remains to the regular season. And with that, we have some of your standings. Alright. So, of the teams that are still alive, 14th place, 13th place, and 12th place, I think these teams are still alive. I'll need to do the full math, but 7 and 8 records with -3 differentials. I don't know what the proper order is with like head-to-head tiebreakers, all that, but it's your worst nightmare, the Starbreakers, and the Ceiling Fans. I'm looking at tiebreakers right now. I think your worst nightmare. Do they face off against the Starbreakers? No, but do they face the Ceiling Fans? Let me look. I think the Ceiling Fans were a West Division team. Let me look. They were a West Division team, but I think it was the higher half against the lower half, something like that. So if we look, yeah, so there was no match between your worst nightmare with like the Starbreakers or the Ceiling Fans, but the Starbreakers and Ceiling Fans, they did face each other in round 4, and that was a... Wait, no, not round 4. It happened in round 3, and that was a... Let's see. That appears to be a... I know it said Starbreakers, right? Yeah, Ceiling Fans at Starbreakers. That was a 5-4 victory for the Ceiling Fans over Starbreakers. So Ceiling Fans do have the advantage over the Starbreakers in terms of that regard, but those teams have the longest shots. The second longest shot belongs to 8-Bit Bots, number 11 seed, 7 and 8 record with a -2 differential. Alright, then at number 10, it's going to be the Dynamic Divorce, 8 and 7 record with only a +1 differential. They're going to be facing off against the Time Zone Squad in the final round. That could possibly be a game which is a win-in scenario depending on what happens. So, the number 7, number 8, and number 9 seeds are all tied with 8 and 7 records +3 differentials. However, we looked at head-to-head, and here's the deal. The 3 teams that are tied in alphabetical order are Edmonton, the Time Zone Squad, and Very Dog's team. We took a look. Very Dog's team is 2-0 against those tied teams. The Time Zone Squad is 0-2 against those 2 teams, and Edmonton is 1-1, which means that Very Dog's team holds the number 7 seed, Edmonton holds the number 8 seed, and the Time Zone Squad holds the number 9 seed. So the Time Zone Squad is the first team out with 1 round remaining. However, Edmonton will face off against Toronto, the number 6 seed, who is 8 and 7 with a +4 differential. The winner of Toronto versus Edmonton will make it into the playoffs with a 9 and 7 record. The loser will fall down to 8 and 8, and they're gonna have to play on differential. And the thing is, with the Time Zone Squad and Dynamic Divorce facing off against each other, that's gonna be super hard. That we do have Very Dog's team facing off against the Swarm though in a final round. So, coming up to number 5 and above, these are teams who have clinched winning records. At number 5, with a 9 and 6 record +3 differential, we have Red plus Blue. At number 4, 9 and 6 record +5 differential, no custody. The number 3 seed with a 9 and 6 record +9 differential is the Ditto Burritos. So those teams are out of the race for the number 1 seed. The race for the number 1 seed comes down to only one of 2 teams, the Swarm and the Novas. The Swarm are currently your number 2 seed right now, 11-4 record with a +9 differential. The Novas are 11-4 with a +15 differential. Alright, so here's the deal. The Novas will clinch the number 1 seed with a win or a Swarm loss. However, if the Swarm wins and the Novas lose, it will have to come down to differential. In the event that head-to-head becomes a tiebreaker, the Novas and the Swarm, they did face off against each other, I believe, a couple rounds ago. Let me see when they faced off. That was all the way back in round number... Let me check the schedule thing again. I know they faced off against each other, yeah. Round 9, the Novas and the Swarm. The winner of that round 9 game, if it comes to head-to-head with things being tied, is going to be... Let's see. The Swarm. The Swarm won that game 5-4 over the Novas. So if the Swarm and the Novas finish with the same record, same differential... Actually, no, I take that back. If the Novas lose and the Swarm wins, then the Swarm takes that 1 seed by default. Both teams are 11-4. So here's the deal. If the Novas win or the Swarm loses, the Novas are in. The Swarm can only take the 1 seed if the Swarm wins and the Novas lose. Regardless of record, all that, because the Swarm would become 12-4, the Novas 11-5. So that is a scenario with the 1 seed right now. There are no buys as emphasized in this playoffs. It's an 8-team playoffs, which means if you win, you simply just get home field advantage in Game 1 and Game 3 of your best-of-3 series. The playoffs are going to be on Thursday when the regular season begins, finishes tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the last game of the regular season, all that. Thank you to the Chaos Corp for participating. We will not be seeing the Chaos Corp in the 17th and final round as they have that round 17 bye. They have already played all 16 games of the season as they are going to be finishing their season 6-10 with a -5 differential. A little bit of a surge near the end of the regular season kind of helped this team a little, but it was too little too late. I am excited to see what the team can do in the next season though, so Joseph Zill, if you're here, hopefully we're able to see you next season in Season 4. It's planned for late September, October, all that. Anyways, your round 17 matchups. This is going to be fun. The Novas go to no custody, ladies and gentlemen. No custody. We said it once again. If no custody can win, they will get into a playoff spot. They will clinch a playoff spot. However, if the Novas win, the Novas will clinch the number 1 seed. So that's going to be the first match of the night. Then, Red plus Blue at the Starbreakers. Red plus Blue, the Ditto Burritos, and no custody, they can each clinch playoff spots with a win. So it goes with the winner of Toronto versus Edmonton, as well as Very Dog's team. So let's see. Or maybe Very Dog's team, I'm not fully sure. They might be able to, we'll have to check differential math, all that. But I think with the loser of Toronto Edmonton probably being out, it might come down. Let's see. So let's see. So yeah, Red plus Blue at the Starbreakers. The Starbreakers 7-8 with a -3 differential, just on their last lifeline right now. Magical second half to the season for this team, but it might fall short for them. The third game, we're going to see 2 of those 8 and 7 teams facing off against each other. The winner will have a shot at making a playoff spot. The winner will be eliminated on site. The Dynamic Divorce at the Time Zone Squad. That is game number 3. Then, we come into our division matches. Ottawa versus Detroit, that's going to be a match between 2 teams who are eliminated. We might just have that in the middle just as a little break. Edmonton versus Toronto. The winner of that game will make it to the playoffs, and they will also be crowned the North Division champion. Both teams 8-7 records right now. The winner will get, I hear, 9-7 and will be in the playoffs. Toronto is trying to get their first winning season in franchise history and make it to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. As for Edmonton, they are trying to make it to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. Then, let's see what else. That's going to be it for the North Division. Then we come down to the South Division. Your worst nightmare will host Team Instinct, as Team Instinct has suffered a 9-game losing streak. They are beyond eliminated right now. They might, if they lose, they will clinch the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft before we consider any expansion teams. And there's expected to be a bunch of expansion teams, but that's still going to be a top 10 pick. Then, to close out the South Division, the Swarm heads to Very Dog's team, as Very Dog's team will come back from that 4-game road trip. They will rematch against the Swarm. In fact, let's look at the result of that first game between the Swarm and Very Dog's team that happened all the way back in round number 11. if we take a look at what happened in round 11, that was a 5-4 victory for Very Dog's team. If Very Dog's team is able... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There was a bomb threat on campus. I am not on campus, by the way. I am home. I live away from the campus because I just happen to be, I happen to live near the campus, so I'm able to just come home, swap home, all that, but, damn. Sorry to interrupt. I just saw a notification on my phone. That's not good. I think it's all clear now. It's, like, not incredible. Anyways, back to your actual Squad Track Amiibo Draft League. Sorry to break the immersion real quick. The Swarm at Very Dog's team. That's going to be the 7th game of the night, as we're going to see, let's see. Yeah, Very Dog's team, I believe they can clinch one of those playoff spots with a win, because we would see the loser of Toronto Edmonton out. The Time Zone Squad, they have that favorable differential. If the Time Zone Squad wins, I think that might be it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do some math. Folks, let me do some math, because we might have some eliminated teams, actually. Okay, so Time Zone Squad, Dynamic Divorce, winner of that is guaranteed a winning season at 9-7, with Toronto and Edmonton being out. Let's see. 9-7, 9-7, 8-8. It would come down to differential. Okay, so there's a scenario where the 8-bit bots, the ceiling fans, your worst nightmare, and who's the other team left? The ceiling fans. They can be eliminated if we see a win from Very Dog's team. So if Very Dog's team wins that game against the Swarm, those other 4 teams would be eliminated, because those 6, 7, 8 seeds at worst would be the winner of Toronto Edmonton, the winner of Time Zone Dynamic, and Very Dog's team. So that is a scenario for those of you over there, to the 8-bit bots. They're going to go to the 456 Squadron, a red-hot 456 Squadron, even though they're going to get out of here with a losing record. Then the final game is going to be the Ceiling Fans at the Ditto Burritos. This is not the final order for the regular season, by the way. We might shift games left and right depending on the agenda, the narratives, all that. We'll probably get started with Ottawa, Detroit, all that. We'll have a revised schedule in the Discord server as well, but those will be the 9 games being played to finish out the season. There will be only 2 intermissions just like the previous, but alright. This is going to be it for tonight. We will update those standings. We'll have those bottom 5 teams, just their real records updated as well. I believe Ottawa 456, they're going to be 6-9, so they're going to be ahead of the Chaos Corp for now. Detroit Team Instinct, they're going to be our bottom 2, so I think the bottom 5 is 456, Ottawa, Chaos, Detroit, Team Instinct, of those eliminated teams. But beware, if you're one of those 4 teams with 7 and 8 records right now, Very Dog's team, if they win, they will eliminate you. But we will modify the final round schedule just to see what the best narratives can come out from these rounds. Alright. With all that said, that's going to be it for tonight. Y'all have a nice night. The final round of the regular season is tomorrow. There's going to be a 30-minute delay because I'm doing my fantasy football draft. But tomorrow, the regular season ends. Good night.